I could just fuck with those all day. Como estas, bitches? What's up? Hopefully you guys are all doing good. We've got kind of a small panel tonight, and we got a new member, a couple people sitting in. We have Brutal Knight sitting in. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, Xbox Nation? Thanks for having me on, Crap. I really appreciate it, man.
Hey, no problem, man. I saw you do some good stuff on Console Corner with GKB and She-Wolf, so I was like, they actually suggested it, and I was like, hell yeah, man, that sounds good. He seems like he flows really well with everybody, so...
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem. And we got Southbound sitting in because he is on the West Coast and has all the time in the world. What's up, South?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Or as, everybody expects me to say, what it do?
What it do? We got you representing LA and all that good stuff. And actually, you're pretty close to E3, and I know you're going to be there and having a lot of...
man, dude, I'm just like, I got so many things, like last minute, like scheduling conflicts and, just ironing out, finding details. Like, I didn't realize how busy my week was going to be, starting Saturday. I mean, it's just going to be bananas until next Saturday, So, I mean... I honestly, I don't know how my phone's gonna stay charged, and I don't know how I'm gonna keep up with the Twitter sphere and keep in touch.
Well, the first thing you should do is get a Windows phone, and then you'll be able to have a battery that lasts longer than like an hour and a half. So.
Oh, that's right. Because I wouldn't be able to use the phone at all. So I mean, of course the batteries last.
Yeah, so I mean, they're pretty good. But hey, we also have GKB here. What's up, bro?
What's up, Crab? What's up, Xbox Nation? The governor's here, ready to get it on. Let's go.
Oh, you're the professor.
Ah, dude, they changed my name like every day.
Yeah, bro, we changed the last
governor.
episode.
And I'm stuck searching the house now for the heads in the tanks.
Okay, so you only got one eye then, huh?
Yep.
My mom has that problem. It's terrible. And we have your wife, and no, seriously, she does. But anyway, we have your wife, She-Wolf, here as well. What's up, She-Wolf?
I don't know, motherfucker. What's up?
Sometimes it's good just to get that out there.
You just get that. Yeah, you get that kind of that first couple cuss words out, like you got that problem. What the hell is that? Tourette syndrome. God damn it, motherfucker!
Oh shit!
And then your blood pressure just settles down, and you're like, okay, now we can begin.
But at least I'm not like Cartman, who literally just throws out every word possible just to use it.
Yeah, that's true. And we have my brother Hell Hammer, who has actually started his YouTube channel. And what, did you put a video up or something? Hellhammer, high and dry. Your mic's not working, motherfucker.
Where's the crickets at? Where's the crickets?
This is Hellhammer.
There's the crickets.
Hellhammer.
Your video.
He's quickly. He's quickly.
You know what, Crap? I don't love you no more. You're not my brother, man. I'm out of here. Fuck you.
Yeah, so fuck me for trying to advertise.
He'll just fill in for him.
Yeah, like, hey, Hellhammer, what's up? Not much, guys. I like Metallica. I played the bass in a band for a while. I got long hair, and yeah, that's about it. I got my channel up. I'm waiting for my parts though before I could do any kind of videos. Yeah, okay, back to you, Crap. Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so basically, there's a lot of shit to talk about. I wrote all this shit down. First things first. 11 million Forza players this generation. Forza is the best-selling racing series this generation. Not really a surprise. What's your guys' take on this? I fucking love this franchise. I'm really excited about this new Forza that's about to be announced. They're having some kind of event before E3, apparently. Rumor has it might not even be Horizon 3. It might be like Forza Cities or some shit. I don't know. But what's your guys' thoughts on this? Let's go around the room.
Well, let me ask you real quick. Well, what do you mean they're supposed to have some event prior to E3?
Supposedly there's a Forza event before E3.
Like before the press briefing or before E3 itself? Because you're talking from Monday morning to Tuesday?
Oh, okay, hold on. It's included in Xbox E3 Fan Fest tickets.
Okay. So then if that's the case, what you're talking about is it's basically it's at the Peterson Auto Museum, and that's where FanFest is going to be. See, there's a lot of people getting that mixed up where they were saying, "Oh, FanFest ain't gonna be till Tuesday." It's like, no, it's the FanFest is gonna be at the Peterson Auto Museum, whatever the hell it's called, and it's sponsored by Forza. So that's what this is.
Gotcha. So leave it to Sal to actually correct everybody with this shit. I get you, because you're gonna be there, right? Like breaking bread.
I will be in the building.
And like having bagels with Aaron Greenberg, and I hear they buy you guys breakfast last year, right?
No, not me. Well, you know what? Actually, they feed you at the E3 briefing. They feed you. They put on a huge spread, like it's like a full buffet line. You
I'm
ever
going next year.
Yeah, no, you ever travel when you go to there's these nice hotels where they give you breakfast in the morning? Well, like they bring on a full staff, and it's like 2 40-foot tables of like bacon, eggs, pancakes, sausage, whatever, and whatever you think of it, fruit, cereals, they have it, for 500 people. It's crazy. And then after the press briefing, they feed you. They leave you with lunch bags and shit. So I mean,
Jesus Christ. That sounds like my kind of thing, man.
No, dude, yeah. And then when you get to FanFest, then there's more food and drinks. You're like, oh, god damn. Like, I'm fat.
No wonder Tim looked a little bit bigger. Tim was looking bigger in those pictures, man. At first, he was looking kind of svelte. Next thing you know, he was having to wear all black because he's getting a little popular there. So,
Black is swimming.
He looks good, but
Pinstripes are your friend. He's from New York, so you're thinking Yankee.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. You figure that, man. So, but that sounds awesome. So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, do you like this game, South?
You know what, Forza Horizon, because I'm not a big racing sim guy, but Forza Horizon 2 really grabbed a hold upon me. And I mean, I didn't really get that many achievements on it, but I spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
So and then when the expansion came out with the
Storm Island.
No, not that, but the free one with the movie for Fast and Furious.
The Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good expansion.
Yeah, for 1,000 gamer points, man, I was all in.
I did the 360. I did it on 360.
Yep, 2,000 gamer score in about 4 hours.
Right.
Not bad work. Yes, I'm eating Starburst, so.
I was not playing fucking Mario. We're good.
You know what? Yeah, I was deep in that game of Mario. I wanted to prove to myself that I could beat Mario 3 on BGST, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna play this and beat it.
It's funny because I can hear everybody talking moods and I hear bling bling.
I'm like, is that Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fucking surprised, but GKB, what do you think? Are you a big Forza fan?
Yeah, man, I'm actually a big racer fan in general. Like I have a racing sim in the house and stuff with a wheel and all that kind of stuff.
He built it from wood, car seat, and everything. Like it's a full out.
Craziness.
Have you ever videoed it or anything?
A couple times, I think I did.
Huh.
You can actually see it. I don't mean to cut you off, GKB. Just want to point out one of our videos. We actually show our game room that we made in our garage, and if you go in that video, you can actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. So you're a big Forza fan.
Oh yeah, huge Forza fan, man. I'm not big Horizon, but I did play that Fast and Furious 100% of that, man.
Yeah.
And I'm actually probably gonna get Forza 3 just based off that DLC, man. So, but I mean, it's the premier racing, series, man. It doesn't do any wrong. Like the NASCAR DLC that just came out, fantastic.
Fucking phenomenal, yeah.
Man, the cars sound fantastic. The sound is great. Oh man, it's really good, man.
Yeah, I fucking love it as well.
I need to remember to jump in there. I got the DLC, but I haven't played it.
It's good.
That's one of the.
But see, that's the thing, because I always, when I think NASCAR, I think, hillbillies. You know what I mean?
Well, you're turning left all over the place.
Let's go. I'm gonna make my left turns all day.
But that's what's cool about this DLC, man, is you're all over the place. You're not on the quintessential, NASCAR track.
But you're not getting the full NASCAR experience until you're on the regular NASCAR course and you're turning left.
And all that.
Yeah, I love to make lefts for fucking 14 hours.
You can go in there and go on to the challenges or whatever. There's literally ones on there where they're it's dude, 250 laps. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't doing that either, but that's one of those expansions where Hellhammer got the dividends of me getting the DLC and him being able to play it. You know, that's makes
That's
Yeah,
funny. He said dividends.
To be fair, I did buy the Witcher DLC, so.
Oh, that's true. I did get to play the Witcher DLC because of him, so it all evens out at the end of the day. What about you, She-Wolf? Are you a Forza fan at all?
Well, I like racing games in general. Which actually, pointing out Forza, I just want to throw this out to any Forza Motorsport 6 fans. If you've played the game and if you check your Xbox DM, Xbox actually gave out a free code for a Ford GT ML today. So
Yeah, I got my code.
Yeah, the 66.
so just shouting that out to everybody.
Yep. They did one for. They did a Fallout 4 one too, not too long
Yeah,
Yeah,
ago.
that was
the
cool,
expense
man.
card. That was about a month ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
cool.
wasn't
It
wor-
was 420.
I wasn't worried about that. I was just more worried about, I guess, the other day, Microsoft just sent me some random codes for some Microsoft Xbox Live credit. I got like $7 worth.
Nice.
I don't
For
even know
what?
why. I have no idea. It's like, here, I use this to buy some new releases. I was like, okay.
Huh.
But yeah, and in my opinion, if it comes out anything like Forza Motorsport 6, I'll be all for it. Both the boys in the house love racing. Our son, I swear he's gonna be a NASCAR driver when he grows up.
Does he
And
turn left a lot?
he's got like an F-150 Raptor Power Wheel, and he drives that thing around the trees in the backyard and everything like perfectly. Like this kid's been driving since he was like 3.
Hell yeah.
So it's something big in our family and stuff like that. And again, we have the simulator. Sadly, though, we couldn't get the wheel to hook up to the Xbox One because it doesn't take the Fanatic wheel, but it's kind of disappointing. But other than that,
I remember that was a big issue. Like people wanted them to have all the stuff, like the wheels and everything backwards compatible, and like the headsets and stuff. And that's kind of a bitch move that they didn't do that. So.
well, it's a $300 wheel that
Yeah.
couldn't go to the Xbox One. It was just kind of disappointing. But in all, it's just the racing is
Well,
fun.
you heard it here first. Xbox One disappointing.
Yes.
Exposed.
Donnie Matrick has something to tell you. They've got a console for that wheel. It's called the Xbox 360. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still hooked up to it.
yes. Oh, is it? Hey man,
Yeah,
the
it
Xbox
is.
is fucking great. I love that console. So.
Hey, man.
Oh yeah, just so in case you guys didn't know, Rand's not here. He's busy tonight. Mooch isn't here. He's got work, but I think he was in the chat earlier.
Iron Wolf and Mooch are both in the chat.
I hear Red switched to PS4 secretly over the weekend. So
Yeah, it was a
that's
big
why he's not
scoop.
here.
It's a big fucking scoop. So yeah, I mean,
breaking E3 news.
yes. Rand Outdoor
Rand is now.
quit Xbox before he hit 1 million gamer score, so he could go play on PS4.
I heard he
Neo.
wants to get 1 million
trophy
trophies.
system. Yeah.
Oh, good luck with that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
He wants to get 1
trophies.
million platinum trophies.
Ugh,
Yeah.
man, that's terrible. I wouldn't.
He's
I
gonna
wouldn't do
be
that.
playing hours of indie games left and right.
Fuck that, man. That'd be terrible. Brutal. What about you, bro?
So-
How do you like Forza, man? Are you a Forza guy?
I dig Forza, man. I dig Forza Horizons more. I think
Yeah.
you mentioned a couple shows ago when you were talking about just like that free cruising aspect of it. That's what
I
really,
love that.
That's what I really dig about Horizons, man. Is just kind of getting out cruising. I mean, racing's fun. I'm kind of like with South though. I'm not too big onto the racing sim scene,
Yeah.
but
But my
I
one
enjoy the
question
open
for
world
everybody,
portion of it,
though,
for sure.
I don't mean to cut you off, Bruto, but I have a question for everybody then. When it comes to racing, when it comes to the wheel and stuff, do you guys prefer using an actual wheel when it's racing, or do you guys not mind the controller?
I use a controller.
I like a controller because I mean, really, I would feel like the biggest dork. Like, hold on, let me pull out my racing.
If I had a full racing sim built like you guys have at the house, and maybe I would be more inclined to lean
Yeah,
towards the wheel because that's
Like
fucking.
if I had a way to set it up, or if I had that available to me, like I wouldn't go out and spend the money. But if I just had it, I would use that. I would use the full wheel definitely. But
Yeah.
I'm not
I like
gonna
using
go spend money on
my
it
controller.
myself.
I'm not really a wheel guy, but yeah,
I
controller.
did the whole
definitely-
racing wheel thing like 15 years ago on, or like 12 years ago actually on like PC racing games and shit. That shit's just kind of gets expensive.
You
Which is-
guys,
I mean,
I'm a
there's some-
nerd. Whatever.
There's some good, there's some good racing wheels. I mean, there's a learning curve to using them for sure compared to using a controller, but there's some nice wheels out now. I mean, the technology's advanced so much since, I mean, like you were mentioning Hellhammer like 10 years ago or whatever. I mean, you can get some like true to life ones. I mean, I was
Well,
looking at
see,
the,
like me, I'm not a big racing fan, so why am I gonna go spend $100+ for something that I'll use for what, maybe 2 weeks or something?
right, yeah.
You know, it just doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
about
it's definitely
fight
more for the
sticks?
hardcore.
Are you guys into fight sticks or
Oh
anything?
yeah, I got Fight Stick too, bro.
You got the Killer Instinct one?
No,
Yeah,
we
I got
have
the Razor Aatrox.
the we have the Razor one.
Oh, that's pretty kick-ass, man. I wish I had a fight stick. I get my ass
There's
kicked
also
whenever I
an
play
old
online.
one. What's that Street Fighter one you have?
Oh yeah, I got the. Was that back in the 360 days? No, OG Xbox maybe. The Street Fighter one. Man, that's really old.
Oh,
Yeah, I still got that one.
does that one work on the 360? It doesn't work on the one though, does it?
No.
That Razer fight stick is
It's pretty
fucking
beast.
badass, dude.
Yeah, the
It's like
green one.
reprogrammable, like remappable and stuff. That thing's.
I really wanted the Killer Instinct one, but it was
That
like
one was
200
cool, too, man.
bucks. But I was
You
like,
know, and I can't. The thing is like with the way I game, it's fight sticks are cool, but I get my ass kicked more with that than I do with a controller. So
yeah. So, moving on to the next topic because there's a shit ton to talk about. Dead Rising 4 leaked. They're saying it could possibly be a remake of the first one with 4-player co-op taking place around Christmas time. But instead of being trapped kind of in the mall, you're supposedly allowed to go around about in the areas.
Yeah, out in the
Yeah.
city, and it's supposed to be Frank West. So I mean,
That's dope, man.
if you look at any of the leaked pictures, you see the dude has a camera on him. So
And it looks like he's in a mall too. So I mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out and say that I like Dead Rising, but I'm tired of like the zombie influx stuff. So I mean, I'll play it probably eventually, but if it comes out, I won't pick it up new.
You had to be that guy. Basically, Hellhammer's like, hey, crap, I hope you get a review code of that, because then I maybe...
So Hellhammer's playing Rand tonight, right? Mr. Fucking Negative.
There's a lot of fucking zombie games out there. I'm tired of this shit, dude.
But it's zombies. It's what it's kind of what our generation is. It's
We're a bunch
the-
of
Yeah, I was never been a big fan of it, honestly. That stuff. I mean, that stuff's cool.
Well, then I hope
like
you never
Dead
get
Rising
stuck
3.
in the zombie
know what?
apocalypse because you'll probably die first.
He's hoping the fatties die
It's
first.
fatties go first, so.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but then I'm never gonna be able to make a fucking saw out of my lawnmower anyway, so I'm
Or
fucked,
a
you know what I mean?
dildo shooting gun like they had you can in 3. Look, I love Dead Rising 3. To me, that was the surprise launch game.
Well,
that I
yeah,
spent
Dead Rising 3 was
the
really
most time
fucking
with.
good, but that
Yeah.
I just think it's overplayed now, the whole zombie thing. I'm not saying it's like bad for other people, just for
Could
me.
be,
it's
but
overplayed.
hey, imagine playing 4-player co-op on that game.
That's really
Sure.
cool.
Yeah, the co-op would probably
let me
be what
ask
would bring
you
me
guys.
in.
Let me ask you guys. Okay, so now I mean basically it's confirmed we got Dead Rising 4 coming. Next month's Games with Gold, Dead Rising 3.
Dead Rising 3 makes
Heck
total
yeah.
Has to
sense
be
to
right.
me.
Has
Yep.
to be right.
Has to
That'd
be.
be awesome.
Yep. And you know what was really cool in the Dead Rising 3? They did that super hyper mega whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, the expansion.
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, so and that was really fun. I really love that they did that. And right at E3, I can imagine them going, Dead Rising 3 is going to be the free game with gold this month or whatever. And best of all, exclusive. So I think that that's really cool. I mean, are you guys, She-Wolf, are you looking forward to Dead Rising 4, even if it's a remake or quote-unquote a reimagining of the first game?
I love zombies. It's, it's that world that you wish you could live in because there's no real bounds, there's no rules. It's kind of survive or die, and it would just be awesome to be in that style of world. And, I really like Dead Rising 3. The only issue I had is these kind of games I do like to play with friends, so I do hope when they do the 4 co-op that they're going to make it a little easier than the Dead Rising 3 because you had to do certain things before you could actually co-op, like pair up with somebody, and I didn't really like that. I wish you could just be like right from the start menu and actually join in with your friends and then go in and right play. So I hope when they do the co-op in this one, they do it that style, and then I'll be perfectly happy with it.
I want them to. Oh, I'll let you jump in real quick, GKB.
Yeah, sure.
But I just, I hope they don't bring back the time stuff, right? Because in Dead
I
Rising 1
agree.
and 2, you had this weird time stuff. And one of the things I loved about Dead Rising 3, I wasn't stuck to a fucking timer. Right? I just
timers
panic.
fucking suck.
I can't do it. It's like I suck at it.
You know what? It reminds me of being back in school and doing tests. You know what I mean? You're constantly clock, and you get you so nerve wracked. You're like, fuck, I can't even do nothing. I can't even run down the street, missing one zombie because I'm looking at the goddamn clock.
Exactly. GKB, what were you gonna say, bro?
No, I mean, like, I'm really excited for this one, man. Especially if it's gonna be like a remake or a reimagining, man. Because I really enjoyed the first one. Frank West was an awesome character, and I'd like to see what they're gonna do and open it up.
Yeah, but
for me,
hold on, real quick. It's not a remaster. It's not a remake. It's a reimagining. That's one thing.
Just like Ratchet and Clank, right? On the PS4, yeah. Like it's totally done in Unreal Engine 4. Right. I guess it's basically like it's got a lot of stuff that the original game didn't have. It's just basically.
Governors knows best.
I'm
sorry,
with that, man.
Just cut that in.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So go ahead, GKB.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I'm like a glutton for punishment, but I just like playing games that are like have hard modes, like the timer and stuff. Like I enjoyed that stuff. It made it harder, made it more frantic. I mean, I just enjoy that kind of stuff. So.
No timer, or at least leave it as an option.
Yeah, you can turn it off or whatever.
But you can play without.
Fuck timers and all these games. Like I don't know where people got into this whole thing, like where like games that are super fucking hard, they have fun with them. Because to me, if I die like 3, 4, 5 times, I'm fucking quitting for quite a few days before I go back to it.
But see, that's for me, like, like the hard games, like, I feel like I've accomplished something. Like, getting past that level, man, I'm just like, holy shit, yeah, I did it. Like, in other games, I'm kind of like, man, that's kind of, like, too easy for me. So, I guess, I understand your aspect, but, like, for me, I just like that challenge.
I always pick the, when I play a shooter, I play the occasional shooter as the,
I mean, like, the difficulty stuff is okay, but it's like, I don't have the time to sit there and, like, dive 60 times in a row before I get something perfect. I just want to play through the stuff, enjoy the game, enjoy the mechanics, and be done.
Hey, real quick.
You're a casual, aren't you?
You know what? I used to be a hardcore, but man, as I got older, I ain't got time for that. So, but hey, speaking of kind of some breaking stuff, apparently Dead Rising or The Walking Dead Season 3 Telltale game is going to be revealed this Sunday. Which is there a company that's like doing better than them right now?
I don't think so.
Like seriously, this company
hit after hit.
Seriously, look, they're working on The Walking Dead Season 3. They're working on that Batman game.
Yeah, man, the Batman one's gonna be dope.
They're still working on Minecraft Story Mode. They're supposedly working on The Wolf Among Us 2, which was actually
I heard they were working on some Marvel games too.
Like... The new Game of Thrones. They're working on that. I love Tales from the Borderlands. That might be one of my favorite games from last year. That was so funny.
There's never been a game like The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2 to grab me in.
Yeah, emotionally.
Like emotionally. Like, I was legit crying, and I'm like, I'm a 35-year-old man. I'm sitting here fucking boo-hooing on my controller, right? My wife's looking at me. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, but, understand, like, this poor girl, and then, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, my God, what is wrong with me? You know what I mean? You get so emotionally attached to Clementine, and, you know what I mean, to watch her grow and everything. It's actually, I'm so excited for Part 3 or Season 3.
And apparently she's still going to be in it. So I mean, at some aspects. So I think that'll be cool as well. But speaking of zombies, because we all love them. Look, I originally thought State of Decay 2 or Class 4, which is their zombie MMO, wasn't going to be there because they said they weren't going to be there. Then they canceled their live stream and said, "Hey, we're not going to do a live stream until now. We're going to do it on the day of E3." So obviously something might be coming. What is your guys' thought on that as far as like the zombie MMO? Because I love State of Decay, but that game definitely needed like co-op.
Co-op. It was horrible without co-op.
And it was glitchier and shit.
Yeah, it was.
If you go back and look at some of my videos, you can see me. I'm like stuck in a tent and shit, and I'm like flailing around, running in place. I'm like, oh, this ain't supposed to be happening, right?
Yeah.
But if they make it like how, say, Neverwinter is, where it's like actually an open MMO like that style, but you get to go out and kill zombies, I think it could actually be like pretty big and actually can make an impact just because of the style of game.
When they first talked about it, they were saying it was gonna be something like DayZ or
DayZ,
H1Z1.
Yeah, I'll throw this out here. Like again, like I think the zombie stuff is overdone, but I think that maybe some of the stuff that's missing for the zombie stuff is the co-op kind of thing on a lot of these games that have come out recently.
Zombie games need co-op. That is one thing about this style of game. You need co-op because
it's all about like survival and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
you want to survive with your friends and like
exactly.
fortify and shit like that. Like, I mean, that was what made Left 4 Dead so much fun. I remember playing Left 4 Dead with friends, and then it's cool because you stick together, and then once one starts getting into trouble, then your dick friends, you find out who they are because they're like.
Plus, it's funny as hell seeing who dies first because then you can just make complete utter fun of them because hey, guess what? If it ever actually happens in real life, we know who's gonna die first.
Exactly. Like I get, one of those like a smoker grab me and then pull you in, and then what the hell are them damn things that jump on you? I even forget the hell they're called from the first one. But then like I'd be like, it's got me, the hunter or whatever, and then my friend Snice would be like, sorry, Crappy, left for speed, you're on your own, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Just point the gun and shoot him.
Great would run back and try to rescue you at some point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
After being sniped, we're already at like the other end of the map.
Yeah, let's get over dude. We used to get tore up playing that multiplayer on that, but it was so much fun. It's so inventive. Yeah, so I actually am all for this kind of stuff, and this is the kind of stuff we're going to see more of with UWP and and Windows 10 and all that stuff. As you guys know, I think that's going to be very interesting.
Windows 10, man.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. You know what? I'm okay with it, I guess. I just, I know some people
I'm great with it. If they start adding those double achievements, that means I'll be playing through games twice.
Well, I mean,
they won't do that. No, they won't do that. Because
well, they are. Like, there's double achievements on, like, Quantum Break, Killer Instinct, Forza, all that stuff. You play it on Xbox, you get one set. You play it on Windows 10, you get another set.
Quantum Break was totally different because of the save situation. Because you can save the exact same spot on your Xbox One.
It might be
Windows 10.
I haven't messed with Windows 10 store games ever, so can't really tell you.
Yeah, but that's what I was told.
Hey, there's Pony Mask confirmed in Watch Dogs 2, guys.
Nice.
Yes.
Did you see that? Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna get to that in a second, but I got like more stuff. Like, Brutal, did you want to chime in on this zombie MMO?
Yeah, dude. I think aside from just the fact of being able to play with your friends, I hope they incorporate like the threat of other players as well. Like, I think that'd be a good addition to.
Like they come and steal your shit.
Right. I mean, it'll add to because State of Decay is known for like being the more survival type game versus like say Dead Rising is, and having that additional aspect of having other players being a threat to you as well, kind of having to watch your back, I think will really add to.
Well, the console space doesn't have that kind of game right now, right? So I mean, it would be the one and only.
I mean, they have like, you got like the Division, like Dark Zone.
I'm not talking about the survival zombie MMO.
Right.
Like, there's no other. I mean, the PC has like tons of them.
Yeah,
but
I mean, they got to do something to like.
There's absolutely zero.
They got to do something to like separate themselves. I mean, because even with the survival aspect of it, I mean, you still kind of have that with like say like Dying Light, for example. You're still foraging and kind of like crafting and whatnot. And I think the addition of having other players come in would be a really interesting.
I like the multiplayer on Dying Light. It was awesome being the zombie and just like jumping into random people's games and just killing them.
I agree.
Decimating them. Yeah.
I'll admit though, like I was a little bitch when it became nighttime. Like I would fucking just run to like the nearest haven.
Yeah, bro. And be like, it's time for sleepies. I'm trying to take my Ambien. I'll see you in the morning.
I know Mooch is a big Dying Light fan, and he's watching in the.
Hey, Mooch would be proud. I played Dying Light with a fellow Xbox community member from it was like 1:00 a.m. my time till like 10 this morning. So we went ham.
Oh damn! Is that why you were so sleepy? You're like, oh man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I asked you, I was like, dude, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have Mooch or Rand. And can you hop in? And you're like, yeah, man. I was gonna tell you that I'll hop in if you need me. So yeah, that's always cool that you and Brutal were able to hop in and help us out tonight. Cause not that we couldn't have done it.
But I want that YouTube money, son. I want my hey,
The guy that's got YouTube money is the guy that's calling me out with 500,000 subscribers today.
Hey,
bro.
you know what? Shout out to him for
It's that sexy chocolate or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, he did. Ended up getting quite a bit of some subscribers off that. I mean, I don't really
tell him to come at me. Like, I don't even know him, but talk shit about me. We need some
I don't
stuff.
know him either. You know what the funny thing is? I've never watched a single video that Review Tech has ever done. So it's interesting. But I was checking my subscribers. He subscribed to me for a long time. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the deal is. I've never had any interaction with the guy or anything. And then I didn't even realize how many subscribers he had. Right? Like he's over 500,000. And I'm like, here I am, 20,000 subscribers. That'd be like me doing video on somebody that just started YouTube today. You know what I mean? There's absolutely no point to it. I don't know, if it was meant to be humorous. Somebody messaged me today and said, "Oh, it was just hyperbole."
You know what? You need to go back and have Jay Williams or Diego or whoever you want, to design you something. Just thanking him. With you know how you have your picture right here pointing, just with your hands held together, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate.
Hey, yeah. Look. I don't do the whole going back thing. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but just kind of spit in his eye.
But it's true. I did get some subscribers and a little bump with some views and stuff. So I mean that's cool. But I don't ever.
38,760 views.
And probably all them people are like, who the hell is this guy he's talking about?
Right?
You know what I mean? Seriously, I'm not. I know I've had a little bit of controversy here and there, especially when
that shit came out of nowhere though.
Yeah, I fucking cancel the pre-order because somebody else had to play
I think the real thing is I'm gonna link the scoop that you eat 4 bags of Starburst today to him. That way we get some.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
How's that blood sugar, brother? God damn.
Pretty good, actually. I don't eat no 4 bags of stuff. Listen, you can't believe how
It's I don't know. I can't see and my feet are numb.
Yeah, Hellhammer used to tell people in the clan, well, Crapgamer one time got kicked out of a comic book store.
Oh, your clan, huh?
Yeah, my gaming clan. Because he had Cheeto fingers. They were like he was eating cheese puffs, and so he went into the comic book store and they kicked him out because he was getting cheese puff grease all over the place.
Wow.
Ryan stole that from.
Thanks, bro. What a dick.
Yeah, what a dick, right? Especially after I shaved your ass so many times, man. That shit's true, man.
Brothers are for there to be.
Yeah, I guess so. But he tells me, I'm surprised that people are so stupid to believe that stuff anyway. You know what I mean? They just believe whatever, man. Oh, I heard Crapgamer did this, or
it's the 4 bags.
Boy, if you would have loved what I did to the comic books, you should have seen what I did later on that night to Mom Frida.
It's not Play-Doh, it's fruit. But anyway, I love the uncomfortable laugh Sal just had. But anyway, okay, Rare supposedly working on Sea of Thieves and another brand new IP, according to a quote-unquote insider and rumors. They're one of the only Microsoft studios to be working on new IP, which is weird. Isn't this weird? Because if they're working on 2 new IP, and Rare is known for all these great IP that we want to be brought back, isn't that a little bit odd? We all want them to bring back Conquer and Banjo. Well, not you, South. I know you hate Conquer, but
No. I love Conquer. I want Conquer.
Oh, do you? Okay, yeah. I would love that, right?
I don't care about Banjo or no. It was what's it called? That Cameo bullshit.
Hey, I like Cameo.
Cameo was great.
Cameo was awesome.
Cameo was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? All y'all can kiss my ass. I thought it was boring or shit.
You probably just have what I call a crap giver syndrome. It's when you suck at platforming games.
You know what? I don't.
You know what? Yeah.
Or he just preferred the drunken squirrel.
Yeah, the drunken squirrel was awesome.
Hell yeah.
But you know what? I think
is that a sexual position? Because
Hey, that kind of
I love it.
Is reserved for the after show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean that's what we usually do. But yeah, I like Cameo. You know why I like Cameo? Because remember last gen, we had Gears of War and all these gritty games. They were all these dark colors, and a Cameo was this fucking bright game, right? I just like the colors and stuff. I just thought it was fantastic, and I really did good at that game. And it's true, I do suck at platformers now for whatever reason. If you ever get a chance.
You're just awful. You need to record yourself playing some platformers and put it up because that shit's funny. hilarious.
Yeah, I can't. I jump and then it's like a half jump, or I'm like, yeah, I'll just do. I got this, no problem. Like, no, fucking, I'm awful.
I really want to watch you play Mirror's Edge because that's got a lot of platforming on there.
Yeah, Hellenberg's like, hey, you should play that. There's a lot of parkouring. I want to see you play that. And I was like, maybe. But I mean, what
do
did
you guys remember that '80s movie Better Off Dead with John Cusack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the foreign exchange student that fell in love with John Cusack's character? They she lived with that kid Ricky. Remember when his balloon got away and he tried to jump for it? that reminds me of Crab right there. You just had this little hop, like
You know what? Yeah, I grew up on those though, so it's weird. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely interesting because I grew up with those. Like that ukulele game is something that I'm interested in because that's basically a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. It's actually old Rare members that got together and did it, which pissed me off because if they're old Rare members, why couldn't they just been Rare members doing Banjo-Kazooie? You know what I mean? That would have been perfect.
Well, that's because early on in the 360, Rare was positioned to make those Connect games.
They decided to, well, according to Microsoft, they wanted to make Connect games.
Sure they did.
Hey, I'm just telling you what. Hey, I'm just telling you what we heard. But so, what's your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, there was some new Sea of Thieves stuff today. It looks like this game is actually going to come out this year. Pirate MMO. I call Captain. So, by the way,
I have been telling everyone that this game was going to probably release. Like, I told everyone that they were having this huge contest to have people play the full game at their mansion this June. No, sorry, my bad. This July. It was for this July. It was like 5 people get to go to like the Rare Mansion. That's what they showed it in their video, and they had all the little characters dancing around and everything else like that with like the head of the CEO or whatever. And people get to and people actually get to go and play the full game. So
the thing is, people don't realize how long that game has been in development. It's been in development for about 3 years or more. Yeah. So they've had their time. There's a very good chance it's coming out, and that might be a surprise to everybody.
You check Twitter because Assassin from 4 Guys with Quarter just tweeted, "We all know what the crap gamer is doing with Cheetos," and I think like I am forever scarred.
Wait, I can see this now.
That is absolutely horrifying. I'm just saying, that is awful.
You know, for someone who's so quiet on his show, that's a pretty
I know, right? Like, where's these jokes?
I know, right?
With quarters, like, holy crap! Out of nowhere, fucking Assassin comes out.
Oh, yeah, he came through. That was sneaky Assassin. He just
why they call him Assassin?
That was Sam Fisher style straight.
Hey, Mooch, just because you're in the chat, I'll still argue with your ass. That fucking Sea of Thieves looks great, and you're getting it. That's the fucking end of the story. You're getting Sea of Thieves.
You know what, Mooch? He better not start.
Here's why you're wrong.
No, Mooch will end up getting it because we're all gonna get it, which will then get him to get it,
and he'll win it.
Or he'll win it. Yeah,
he'll
probably win it.
Motherfucker Mooch. If he wins that shit, I'll be pissed, man.
Am I the only one that's like disappointed that Sea of Thieves isn't like a grittier take on the pirate MMO?
Oh, you traitor! You turn around and bought over.
No, because I think the pirate theme is much better with like a more lighthearted take, like Sid Meier's Pirates was kind of gritty, but it was also had like a lighthearted take to it.
Yeah, they didn't talk.
I can do that. I mean, like when they did with Assassin's Creed, like the whole pirate thing, like I think
you know it's funny when they did that with Assassin's Creed 4, or actually it was 3 when they started the ships.
Right.
You know, but it seemed like they were gonna spin that series off into their own like pirate, genre.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say that because the pirate thing is really interesting because it hasn't been done much. And Assassin's Creed 4 was like the first Assassin's Creed game that I really like got into, and I haven't really played any since.
And the funny thing is, people are split on it. Either you loved the pirating or you hated it.
I thought that was fucking awesome.
See, and I hated it.
I'm interested to see like what kind of like.
Do I see Jesus on the screen?
Yeah, he just came in.
Look at that. Xbox. I'm still gonna call him Xbox God, but.
Did I hear right? Was Sal talking about
good.
butt
I
pirates?
like to be the negative one in the room anymore now we got Rand in here.
Yeah, he had to come through talk about butt pirates. I said Assassin's Creed pirates.
What's up?
Hey, don't worry, Rand. You'll be here soon.
Oh, soon.
What's up, Xbox Jesus? How you doing, man?
What's up? I took a little break from E3 prep, so I figured I'd join and shoot the shit. You can't have Xbox Nation without Xbox Jesus, right?
That's what I'm saying, man. Then we even got Judas in the chat box because he can't be in here, but
He can't
He's in the-
physically stab
Hey,
you in the
but
back.
you know what though?
but he can...
He's typing violently on his keyboard.
So Ram, what do you think about maybe you didn't hear about the rumor that Rare is actually the only one of their only studios working on 2 new IPs. They're working on Sea of Thieves and something else.
Battletoads.
Yeah, well, no, they're working on a new IP. Like, I do think we're going to get Battletoads, but I think that's going to be a Killer Instinct type deal where another company's going to make it.
Let me ask you this, Crap. So it's a new IP, but if Rare's doing Fable, wouldn't that technically be a new IP for them?
I don't see Rare.
I don't
doing
think that's gonna happen.
Hey, hey, look, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Microsoft is
Connect
weird.
Sports 3, crap. There you go.
There already is Connect Sports 3. It's called Connect Sports
Or-
Rivals.
I don't know, Cortana Sports or something.
Cortana Sport.
Yeah,
Man.
they're gonna be making some Connect stuff, you know. They're gonna be like,
Dude, there's still somebody on my timeline that swears up and down that Sea of Thieves is a Connect game.
No,
I
it's
shit
not.
you not. Yes. No, someone on my timeline swears up and down that Sea of Thieves is a Connect game.
So wait,
I pray to God
Microsoft's
it's
gonna
not.
Microsoft's gonna invest all this money. That makes no sense. They're gonna invest all this money in a game for a peripheral that they're hardly even pushing at all now.
Not only that,
Especially
it's
when-
cross-play.
Especially
With
when they
PC.
turn around and pretty much completely took Cortana out by, the Kinect out by allowing Cortana to be through the headset. So
What
I
are they
can't
gonna
really
do? Go
see
to
them...
E3 and being like, "Surprise! Here's Connect again! Yay!"
Fuck VR, it's all about
Connect
Connect.
3.0. It's better.
Dude,
Well-
imagine if instead of Scalebound, Microsoft got Platinum to do Battletoads.
That would be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Cancel Scalebound and get
Shut
the
up, Rand.
Well,
I
they've
want
got
that game.
multiple teams. They've got multiple teams. Did you hear? Scalebound supposedly leaked release date March 31st of next year.
That's always a placeholder date.
Fuck you. It's March
March
31st.
31st is that's the end. That's the end of the quarter. That's
See,
always
that's
a
why
placeholder
I'm
date.
glad Rand is here because I had to be the negative one while he was gone.
I know. I mean,
Well, yeah, I said that. I go, well, Rand's not here, so Hellhammer's Mr. Negative tonight.
So you don't think it's gonna come out?
on March 31st now. That's just a
Yeah,
placeholder.
yeah, Rand is right there. That March 31st is always a placeholder for games.
Why don't they put it up against that delayed ass Sony game Horizon Zero Dawn?
Why don't they?
Yeah.
That one's coming out February 28th, so...
Yeah, and that game's gonna sell a lot. I mean, as much as we like to hate on it and say, oh, it's delayed, it's gonna sell a lot.
Hey, I was the one that said it looked good last year. It looks like Dinobots. Like, I guess that's kind of weird. Like,
I'm just worried
I'm
about
gonna-
the story.
That's
I'm
the thing
gonna
with Guerrilla
stick
Games.
by
Like
I'm gonna stick by my
Ark
thing.
and
I think it's gonna be
Transformers.
garbage.
Well, that's the thing with Guerrilla Games. Like, they make great-looking games, awesome tech demos,
Yeah.
but lack everything
Guerrilla
else.
Games
Like,
makes fucking garbage games, so it's gonna be garbage.
yeah. You know what? I think that I don't know. I'm not gonna buy that game day one, but I'll wait to see what the reviewers say if that can be trusted. I don't know.
You can't trust the biased media.
Well, that's Mooch's line, bitch.
Yeah,
Well, somebody's gotta take it for these people who are missing.
What? Okay, are you just like copying everybody?
Yeah.
He's
Find
being
your
the
own
everything.
hey, you know,
Reality.
hey, Hellhammer's trying to find him. You know what I mean? He's like going through everybody else's.
it'd be an
So,
amalgamation
so
of
if,
Right
everyone.
now.
if Mooch was
doesn't
to
have
jump
to-
in here, what would you do then, Hellhammer?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just going back to my opinions then.
He's like, I got like a 980 TX that I knew.
I could talk about this fucking how I'm about to start my channel and how I like Metallica, right, Hellhammer?
He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I play
good.
the bass and my long hair. You know what I mean? I got 3 braids in it.
Yeah. I used to paint my nails black because I'm emo
And
or
with
whatever.
eyeshadow.
Yeah. So
I'm sure that wasn't me, but I think that's about as close to that as Crapgamer eating the fucking Cheetos and barking up
humping
the
it?
fucking comic books.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
humping
look.
it. The assassin
I never-
fucking murdered you. That,
I
that
know.
was,
Hey, look.
that was a big jar of Cheetos that he was just
You know somebody's gonna take his face and put it on that one now, right?
Oh, we know.
Wow, you
that's
just
great.
gave them the idea.
Yeah, why don't you
Oh,
start making
that's
videos,
great.
Wolf? Goddamn.
Wow.
I will,
incoming.
I will give somebody a $20 Xbox gift card if they do a good edit of that.
Like, I'm just
Hey.
gonna go,
You better
wow.
be careful. You may have to actually pay out.
Diego's out there in the chat right now. You just might do it.
Or
Hey,
you could
Diego,
get Williams
you heard that?
Hey, you know what?
$20.
Well, here's the
I'll
thing,
throw
right?
in an extra $20 if you
Oh,
do it.
mother. Fuck you guys. Listen,
I got your PayPal, brother.
we
I will
made
throw
a
it
joke.
in.
We made a joke on one podcast about me and Mooch like driving a motorcycle with a sidecar. Next thing you know, not your She-Wolf that was just for fun, but other people made
Oh.
like fucking sidecar gifts. And
Hey,
stuff.
hey,
One, but nobody saw
sidecar crap. I like it.
I'm not even the sidecar. Mooch is the sidekick.
Mooch
like,
is Robin Quivers, right?
Yes, Mooch is my Robin Quivers on this show, and then I guess it reverses when I'm on Crossfire. But yeah, like that was the whole dynamic. Mooch was like, for those that don't know, was just a Twitter guy who watched BGST, right? And he'd always message us. And Zaire was like, "Man, who's this weirdo? He's like a stalker or something. He's always messaging us." And I was like, "I don't know, man." Yeah. So then fucking E3 2014 happened, and Next Gen, WarioWare, and Showstopper, none of them were impressed with Microsoft's offering, right? I was like, you guys are fucking crazy. They killed it. So I was like, all right, man, this guy Mooch, I'm going to see if he wants to do a podcast real quick. So I did a fucking after podcast with Mooch, and everybody's like, damn, this guy knows what he's talking about. Mooch talked really well. Fucking was like, yeah, man, that kicked ass. And then I was like, all right, man, this guy's fucking good. And then that's what got him in there, you know? He went from being a BGST stalker to a part of BGST.
BGS stalker.
Hey, almost like someone called Titan Fraud Princess.
Yeah. Crapgamer was like,
Call him
the guys go to the party.
Oh, man.
Time to fall pony.
Mm-hmm. I went there.
Yeah, clearly.
Hey, you see how Crap got quiet as a fucking church mouse right now. Hey, even the little muted mic fucking symbol came up.
My mic's not muted, motherfucker. My mic is never muted.
Oh
I
my
stay out of the
gosh.
drama shit, 100%. Even when that motherfucker Rich makes fun of me, dude, I'm like, whatever, live and let live, do your own thing. I'm gonna do my own thing, and fucking, we'll see how it all comes out at the end. Now Bethesda, they had some leaks. Everybody's like, why are they holding their own thing?
Nice
Hey,
segue.
exactly, right? Nobody can fucking segue like me, all right?
Dude, wait. Hold on. Did you guys, Crap, what's up with the Remedy shit, man?
Oh, they came out
oh.
and said, yeah, they came out
Okay.
straight out said.
The fuck
Okay,
is
we
going
can
on
hit
there?
that. Remedy Entertainment, for those that don't know, who did like Alan Wake, they said, hey, we're not doing Alan Wake 2. Not only that, but they split off into two teams, and they're making two new IPs, and they're not partnered with Microsoft on any
That's
of that.
it.
So,
No more
yeah.
Quantum Break? That's it. They're done.
Yeah.
But it
Quantum
makes
Break
you wonder what happened, though. Like, why did they...
Quantum Break didn't sell. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
God, it was so beautiful though.
I fucking love
You know
that.
what? Hey, we only have ourselves to blame. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because the Xbox
Question
community
is-
did not go out and buy it.
This probably means, since they said it's not Alan Wake, you ain't getting Alan Wake ever, probably. A second one.
Probably
Because you
not.
figure 2 games from them, that's what? Both games be out by maybe 2021?
They said they hope not to take 5 years to fucking ship a
Yeah,
game.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
they're in
but
2
it's not
teams now, so who
Remedy.
knows? Who's the new partner? Is it I was thinking maybe Deep Silver. They kind of
I was thinking maybe Rockstar or EA. Somebody was saying maybe Rockstar partnered with them to do a
Max Payne.
Max Payne, which
That'd
would
be
make
awesome.
sense.
That'd be cool.
But also, you can't forget to throw out there that they did visit Naughty Dog and are real chummy with.
Dude.
with
What
those
if
people.
they're doing Uncharted 5?
That's
Sony.
what I'm saying.
That would be interesting.
Hey, that honestly, that would put a lot. That would have hurt a lot of butts.
Oh my God, no, dude. Because look, PlayStation fanboys hate.
Yeah, that
Remedy.
is true. They don't like Remedy.
They
very
don't
much.
like Remedy. They say Remedy sucks. Remedy games suck.
But Xbox fans love Remedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the people that actually bought Quantum Break.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem was the media. They
Okay, Mooch.
No, it's the truth. They underplayed this game, and before it even released, they completely destroyed it in reviews, and they destroyed the sales. It's what they did, and sadly, Quantum Break suffered for it.
Yeah, that and the whole 720p fiasco, where people were kind of jumping on that tip, like, oh my god, 720p, really? And like, I'm like, look, you play the game, you'll see that the game looks gorgeous. You know what I mean?
And you
Well,
play
it
at
wasn't
720p,
720p all the
they
time,
rub
though.
dirt in your eyes.
Well, that game doesn't look. It's not 720p. First of all, it outputs at 1080p.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a fucking. You know what I
It's
mean?
their
Like,
weird rendering engine.
yeah, it is. And then a lot of the problem that people have, I guess they fixed it, right, with the patches and stuff, which was the filter that they used and the motion blur. And the thing was, right, like, I hate motion blur, but it made sense in that game because, like, the time issues,
time
you know what I mean?
elements,
Like,
yeah.
your move, like, that made sense, like, to me. So I was like, okay, it was okay, even though it still bugged me, you know what I mean? Because I can't, like, complain about it in Uncharted 4, but not that. But, wow, what a blow if they come out with... Now, it wouldn't be so bad. I don't care if they do a game that's multi-platform, but I guess I would be a little bit butthurt if they did something exclusive for Sony, right?
Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
You guys
I don't
think they
think
could do a? Oh, go ahead, Rand.
I was saying I don't think they'll do. I don't think Sony would pick them up. The only way Sony I think would even touch them is if they really just want to fucking take the knife and just jam it in deeper. Otherwise, I would assume Remedy probably wants to go multi-plat, selling both systems, which why I think it's probably one of the bigger. That's why I think it might be Deep Silver, because they're probably looking for something, you know. And GameStop's talked about getting into AAA development. Maybe GameStop decided, hey, let's get Remedy. They're one of the better independent studios. I mean, I can't see Activision because they barely do anything these days besides Call of Duty and Destiny. I can't see them doing anything with them.
No, they're too high with Blizzard to... Like, that whole situation between Blizzard and Activision, I can't see them team up with Remedy. But, you know, a lot of that, I think, is what you were saying previously, is the fact that devs want to go multi-plat just to be able to sell their games to, you know, everything, not just be limited to one console. And I think we're going to see that with a lot of devs nowadays, so that, you know, this doesn't happen, that they don't get
Very true.
hit this hard.
I mean, think about it, because you sell just on PlayStation, you got 40 million consoles. You sell just on Xbox, you have 20-ish. But
Well,
if you sell
I
on
mean-
PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, that's a
Well,
lot of fucking...
I think a lot of people know, and we've been talking about this for a while. Exclusives are like becoming just a thing of the past.
Right, but usually, you know, like, they get royalties based on how much they sell. I mean, if I was a game developer, unless I got cut, like, unless Microsoft funded my game, I'd want to sell to the biggest user base.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'd want to sell on Steam, I'd want to sell on PlayStation, I'd want to sell on Xbox. Fuck Nintendo, because the game's not going to sell there
I mean,
anyways.
look, basically,
But-
I mean, yeah, Rand is right though. I mean, the more if you're a game developer, the more people you can get buying and playing your game, the better. I
Do
mean,
you think that there's like more incentive with Xbox and Windows 10 like getting closer and closer together, that there's going to be some more incentive?
that's what
to go with
Microsoft
Xbox?
They thought that they thought.
Well, the Microsoft's whole, like, hopes and dreams of Windows 10 is that they can go to developers and be like, hey, we have potential 400 million, like, user, like, an audience there, 400 million people with Windows 10 and Xbox One. Just
Right.
think of the potential. And the devs will look at that and be like, yeah, that is a pretty good potential. But the fact remains is, like, was any of those, you know, 300 million they have on Windows 10 now actually use the store and actually buy the games?
Well, yeah,
I was
you know,
gonna
but
say,
look at
when you have
yeah, I mean,
Steam
Rand,
that's offering games at lower prices and stuff like that, PC players probably don't want to go to the Microsoft store and
Well,
then buy them through there.
yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of that. The other thing that you gotta, I'm gonna bring up too, that Rand mentioned a good point. I mean, out of those 300 million people, how many people are actually use the Microsoft Store? And then on top of that, how many of these people use the Microsoft Store and have a PC capable of playing these games?
Good point.
Yeah.
hey,
I
didn't
mean-
they just announce a bunch of cheap parts though, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean
Yeah,
they
man.
did, but I mean that doesn't mean that people are gonna go out there. You know, the average person, that doesn't mean say you are gonna go out and buy a fucking RX 480 at a.
Listen,
fucking,
if Crap went and got a PC rig, I would fucking take him off my friends list, and I would block him off Twitter, because he'd be the biggest fucking flip-flopper I know.
Hey,
No, but you know, but this really disappoints me, Crap. I love Remedy. And the fact that I know we're not getting a Quantum Break from them, I don't think we're probably getting a Quantum Break from anybody. I just don't see Microsoft handing that off to another developer. The fact that they already said no Alan Wake 2, I'm kind of upset, dude.
Yeah, I'm bummed because word is they were working on something for 9 months.
They've been working. Yeah, I mean when we interviewed Villa Sorsa, they were like 6 months or something into their next project, and
Now Jamie
like that.
Moran tweeted the 2 games were signed before Quantum Break's release. So I mean, who knows?
But even still, even if Microsoft wanted to continue the relationship with them, like they already have 2 games on the docket. I mean, when would they even get to do that? I think this is probably signals the end of Remedy and Microsoft's relationship.
You think so?
They've had 2 chances. Alan Wake didn't really light the charts on fire. Maybe they go back to it at some point down the road. Maybe Remedy buys himself out of that, like because I heard they have a
publishing
2-game deal.
rights. Yeah.
So maybe Remedy buys that out of from Microsoft. But like Quantum Break 2, especially with them being busy, like I think you'll probably never see that again.
I can understand not seeing Quantum Break 2, and truthfully, after playing the game, they don't actually technically need a second one. But, as for Alan Awake, though, I think that one's kind of stupid because, that was actually a pretty popular game on 360.
And all the hints they thrown out during Quantum Break. I mean, it seemed like every level was.
Do you guys think it's a swerve? I mean, they say this right before E3, and then they're like, Quantum Break or Alan Wake 2, right? I mean, come on.
That would be a pretty stupid move, though.
No, that would be a big bait and switch, you know what I mean?
No, because I thought the same thing. Like, okay, they say Alan Wake's not there, so nobody expects it, and then it is there, right? Like, oh, but I don't know. Like,
really, people wouldn't be pissed off at him.
Well, no, they wouldn't. You don't even have to say anything. There's no point even making a statement before E3 and Gamescom. You just keep quiet and you show up. The fact that they had to come out and be like, "Hey, we got 2 games, that we're making, and we want to be upfront and it's not Alan Wake. It's just I think they just wanted to.
They're trying to avoid the disappointment.
Yeah, because whatever game they show, eventually, if it's not Alan Wake, people, and if it's not Quantum Break, I mean, you know what? Maybe they're great. Maybe they partner with Rockstar. Take-Two, I don't know who owns and maybe they, Sam Link and them do Max Payne 4. I mean, Max Payne 3 sold okay, but they did Rockstar or Take-Two. I'm not really sure the hierarchy there. Like, they did shut down that Rockstar studio. I think it was Rockstar Vancouver that made Max Payne 3.
I had that game, but I never played it.
It was really good.
It was a great game.
A little bit of it.
I make it backwards compatible because I wanted to play it. But like it's in the backlog, you know what I mean? Like I guess the achievements
were difficult. There's so much shit in the backlog for us. I mean,
the achievements were fucking garbage, though. I would say that.
I think I played that 4 times single player.
Did you?
I beat it the first time. Then I played it again on New York Minute mode. Then I played it on the hardcore New York Minute mode.
Jesus.
And then I think I beat it on like hard.
Dragon.
I love that game, dude. I love Max Payne 3. I thought I didn't think it got the success it should have because it didn't really sell that well, but such a great game.
I can't say I played it a lot, but I liked Max Payne 3 from a little bit I played.
Yeah, you know what? I think I don't know. The Remedy thing did throw me for a loop when I saw that this morning. I was like, I'm kind of bummed about it because I really liked Alan Wake. I would even take it if they did it as a sort of like how Telltale does their stuff. And does him like episodically, like that probably wouldn't take.
Jamie Moran just said that Alan Wake would work as episodic.
Shout out Jamie Moran because
they didn't say it was a new IP, did they? In their little.
Apparently, they're working on 2 new IPs, one in the planning stages, and one.
So they did specify that they're both new IPs, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that rules out Max Payne then.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what it could be? I mean, it could be something good. I mean. You can't rule it out. Remedy makes quality stuff.
I don't know.
They do. I don't know. I'm bummed about it though.
Look, you could be disappointed that they're not making a sequel to 2 games or whatever the case may be. But I've already said this before, and I've said this to Crapgamer many times. My whole issue with gaming right now is that there's not enough risks. There's not enough new IPs. There's not enough. It's stale.
Well, if you want new IPs, you got to go out and buy the games. You got to buy Quantum Break. Gotta go buy Sunset Overdrive. You gotta go
Yeah.
buy Sea of Thieves when it comes out. You gotta go buy Recore. I swear to God, if Recore comes out and nobody fucking buys it, or fucking
I'm
Sea of
buying that
Thieves
shit.
comes out and nobody comes,
Look,
I mean, people will buy it, but I'm talking about in the numbers that they need to continue on.
Like pushing
Yeah,
millions.
I'm gonna do one of them Fat Boy Francis freakouts videos on.
Like, I'll just be like, like if Microsoft really this gen puts out all these new IPs and none of them sell, I'll just be like, that's fucking disappointing.
I mean, look, I went out and bought, Sunset Overdrive day one. I plan on buying Sea of Thieves day one. I plan on buying Recore day one. I mean, this is all stuff that I've already got my orders in for some of these games. So.
I think Recore looks the most promising out of all of them.
I think it's because it's got the most mystery behind it. Nope. Well, we were
I mean,
told.
Well,
Sea
we're
of Thieves,
supposed to get some
we don't really
gameplay.
know shit about Sea of Thieves either, though. So
No,
Well, we did
are
get to
taking
see some pictures of it.
they're taking
in the
appointments
engine.
for both of those games at E3, by the way.
Yeah.
So, Recore
hey,
and Sea of Thieves.
GKB, are you a bit of a Remedy fan? What are your thoughts on this? Are you like bummed?
Yeah, man, I'm just like everybody else, man. I'm pretty bummed about it. I was hoping, like, when I read the whole thing, like, hey, maybe a Max Payne and all that kind of stuff. But if they're saying new IPs and stuff, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. I think, Microsoft missed another chance to pick up, Remedy. Should have bought them, honestly. Keep 'em
No,
in the stable.
No.
They wanted to stay independent. There would have been no Quantum Break if they would have tried to force their hand to sell.
Anything GKB, I think Microsoft should have bought BioWare back in the day.
Oh yeah, they should have done that too.
I mean, Remedy.
For
I
sure.
mean, look at Remedy's games. They don't sell. There's no point in picking up a studio that.
Well, I mean, if we're playing money quarterback, we could go back and say.
No,
that
I'm just saying Microsoft
the
had
Xbox,
opportunities.
Xbox or Microsoft should have bought THQ. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like they should have gotten
Why
like.
didn't they buy
Saints Row and
Darksiders? It
Metro?
was like $40 million or something. Like, fuck, come on.
Because there's no point in selling. There's no point in buying a franchise like that when they know it's gonna be multi-platform. They'll just take 30%. I mean, they knew Sony wasn't gonna buy it either, so just let somebody else bid on it and then reap the profits.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but okay, now back to the Bethesda stuff. Like, everybody was wondering what these people were going to show. They were like, they have another show. They did a really kick-ass show last year. Now it's supposedly Prey 2, Skyrim Remaster, Wolfenstein 2, and it looks like the Skyrim Remaster is going to be out November 23rd with mod support and all the DLC. So, I mean, what's your guys' thoughts on this? Pretty big stuff.
Man, if this all comes to fruition, like for them, like this is gonna be a huge show, man. Like they're just gonna like destroy everyone else. Like
Bethesda's
honestly,
gonna fucking crush it.
$60 for Elder Scrolls as well.
Is it?
No,
Oh,
is it 60?
That's what I heard. It's full priced, $60.
I would buy that.
I'd spend $60 on it.
I know, like that's part of the problem.
Mod support,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
mean,
a game there, so $60 is warranted.
They're gonna have a good conference. Prey 2's.
Yeah, well, the thing is that the one thing that really raises my eyebrows is how long the conference is.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? To have
An hour?
No, it's like an hour and a half. So I mean, you just named what 4 games?
Yeah.
Well, you got
they're
Prey
also
2. You got Skyrim Remaster.
Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein.
Evil Within 2.
And
Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5 games.
Quake, maybe.
It's that's what everybody's hoping they'll end off with.
Doom DLC, Elder Scrolls DLC, or Elder Scrolls Online DLC, Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game.
They'll probably talk a little bit about Fallout.
Wouldn't be
I was
surprised
gonna
if they
say, I
make
wonder if they add something for Fallout.
What if they
take
make?
their time with their games too, man. They don't like a couple minutes.
Yeah,
like
but
they spend a while.
Bethesda always takes their time with their games, and I mean, I have nothing to Fallout because I always end up getting disappointed with Fallouts.
How
And
dare you?
I want to see
I'll tell
Evil
you
Within 2.
You know what? It's like this is what happens with Hellhammer, right? He's always like, man, Fallout looks so good because those commercials, right? He's like, man, that looks really good. I really want to play this RPG. Fucking one year, I bought him Fallout New Vegas, the collector's edition for Christmas, right? He played it for like 20 minutes. I was like, how do you like
I
it?
played about 4 to 6 hours of it. It just
You know what you gotta do, crap, is stop buying those games, bro.
I know. Dude, you know what? I'm going to run down the fucking systems that I bought my brother, okay? I bought him a Sega Dreamcast. I bought him I bought him an Xbox 360, an original Xbox. I bought him a PlayStation 3. This is like when these are new as well. I bought him a PlayStation 2.
He's like, I didn't even get the fucking bargain ones to use. I went brand new one.
I bought him a PSP.
Only the best for my big bro.
Shit, you know, thinking of like Crap buying people stuff. I think Crap should fucking buy us all fucking Christmas presents since we do.
Hey, you know,
hey, like when it comes down to it, who's the
Google AdSense?
Hey, I fucking, dude, kayfabe on the Google AdSense. Anyway, like I camped out to get him a Wii when those things fucking released, right? Like I literally camped out at Circuit City, which those things don't.
And you wouldn't even fucking spend the money to get Overwatch, man.
I know, right? I'm fucking cheap, man.
So
hey, Mooch,
then, who's
is
the
Overwatch
fool
worth
for
it?
buying him all this stuff?
Yeah, you know what? I guess you could say a bit of me, but like, and you know what? He always fucking sells them for like a 10.
So
like
then,
10%
who's the
away.
fool for buying them all the time?
How come Mooch hasn't jumped in on his phone?
I don't know. I think he's at work. He's not really supposed to be here.
He's not really supposed to be here.
Yeah,
That's
so.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mooch.
You think they're gonna do another one of those phone games like Fallout Shelter, but for one of their other franchises?
They might, because that one did really well, didn't it?
Hey, Fallout Shelter did damn good
Why
on
not
that.
like Elder Scrolls, something Elder Scrolls-ish, or you know, fucking Jeremy on TXR predicted that they're gonna show off Elder Scrolls 6, and just like, hey, it's your prediction show, you can make whatever prediction you want, but there's no way that's happening. So
well, does anybody remember the picture that they released a few months ago? Where it had like, it had the lineup of all of their characters, and they were all standing in front of an arcade game. And the very first one was an Elder Scrolls guy.
well, they do have Elder Scrolls Online and the card game, so I mean, you could, you know, that might tie into that.
Yeah. I don't. You know what? I'm out of all that. I think the Skyrim Remaster would be cool. GKB, I think you're a Evil Within guy, right?
Oh yeah, man, that's a
I
fantastic
want to
game.
see that game.
Hey, do you think they'll like cut out the black borders right from the get-go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, look, that game, like the black borders.
Black Borders on Xbox One and PS4, full resolution on Neo and Scorpio.
Oh,
Oh.
Neo and Scorpio. Hey, I heard
There you
this
go.
rumor that that whatever Xbox hardware there is, it doesn't have an external
Battery pack?
Yeah, I heard it has an internal power supply.
Pretty
So
good.
I can see it right now. IGN
and
being
that battery
like,
pack though.
I can see IGN being right now. Oh, the power cord's not long enough. Oh my god.
It's not long enough. I couldn't figure out. Do you know where to plug the power cord in at?
I couldn't find the settings on how to plug it in.
Jesus Christ. Dude, you know what's funny is, this is total hyperbole, we're making fun of this, but I can guarantee you that we would see somebody actually bring this up as an argument. Like, holy shit, the cord, it wasn't long enough.
Dude,
Like,
people argue
couldn't plug it
stupid
in.
shit all fucking.
They're like, wait a minute, is it
stupid.
AC or DC?
like I don't know, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm definitely, you know, as many things have leaked, but I think that sometimes it's like I'm still excited, you know what I mean? Like, because we don't know for sure. Like,
There's
there's
something about, like, you know, we see all the leaks enough, we kind of know what's coming, but still seeing it up on the screen, man, and showing that gameplay just gets you even more hype about these games, man.
You know who brought me down today, man? Like, I don't know if I normally don't tweet very much. You guys know this, right?
It's 3, bro. We're supposed to be hype, man.
I know, but
Right
I'm
then.
just saying, you responded to my tweet, though, because I know you've been talking about this for a while. But
For sure.
there's the Vision blog, which I thought was a real Ubisoft blog. They said, what do you want to see? And they had a picture of Sam Fisher.
Yeah, I know.
So I
said
retweeted
that.
it, and I'm like, don't play with my emotions.
Hey,
Right?
who the ones that responded to said?
Fucking
you know,
immediately, fucking Shinobi
Shinobi,
hit me
yeah.
up right away and was like, yeah, you know, that's not real. It's like, God damn it.
Oh.
there's no
Damn
splinter
it,
cell?
Shinobi.
Sorry, GKB.
Yo, I'm still holding cross.
Hey,
Didn't
that's what I'm hoping.
Maybe
for.
they just didn't
What I
want it
said.
leaked. Maybe they just figured, no, you know what, Ran, you have too many followers. Just shut up now, and then that way.
But
They're
dude, I
just
was
cutting you off
so
now.
excited. I'm like, oh my God, Splinter Cell, please! I don't
Oh,
even
yes.
care. And then it
Didn't
was just
he confirmed
Shinobi crushed my dreams, dude.
No Mass Effect remaster. I think EA is just leaving money on the fucking table by
Yeah.
not doing a master. Look, all those games plus all the DLC, sell it for $60. You're gonna sell millions of copies.
But
It's totally worth it.
yeah,
Right?
didn't the Mass
to
Effect
get ready
games
for
came
Andromeda.
backwards compat though?
Yeah, they can. They're probably gonna.
You
You
know-
know, my prediction at E3 is all the EA made games with 360 are gonna be in the vault and backwards
Yeah, for sure.
compatible.
Well, they already said that there was an article that someone had talked to one of them, and they said that they want to bring all of their games, like all their 360 games, to the vault.
I think that makes sense too.
And you know what?
They're doing the free week and all that with EA Access.
That's
So
exactly what I was going to point out right now, because they've been announcing from the 12th to the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all.
EA Access is going to be free. So why that week after of E3? Why is it suspicious?
Why are you giving everybody the chance to play something they've already played if there isn't something new?
South, are we going? Are we going to EA Play? Are we going to play Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 and shit?
I swear to God, if you do, I'm gonna.
Well, because I was looking at it, so here's the thing. So Wednesday, it's open to anybody who has an E3 badge. Anybody can go to EA Play for free and play the games.
Nice.
Oh,
I was thinking, fucking, let's go Wednesday, dude. Just fucking hit it up, play some Titanfall 2, play some Battlefield, you know.
but it's not in the convention center. We'll have to go.
I know.
somewhere
What
else.
I'm saying, we can make a detour and fucking check it out for a little bit, you know. Since
I
it's
think
Wednesday.
you're just trying to rub it in our face.
Hey, I want to try out
let's
something.
go.
Here I am. I'm sitting over here. I'm like,
I'm
I
gonna
can't even
report back
fucking
to
watch.
Jamie.
Well, I got into the EA Play. You know what I mean? I'm scheduled from Monday from 5 to 8 or 5 to 9 or something.
Oh, he's scheduled.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
hobnob-
but didn't
he's
you
gonna
have to,
hobnob
like-
people.
Well, no, wasn't there actually like some form or something you had to fill out?
Yeah,
Because there is.
everybody could have joined. You know what I mean? Everybody could have filled it out.
I
and joined.
filled it out and get shit back. I guess I'll go on Wednesday myself then.
Are you gonna meet Peter Moore and be like, "Hey, what's up, Peter?"
I'll be like, yo, Peter, you remember Stinger? He knows what you had for breakfast that one day.
Hey, we talked about it last night, man. Stinger loves himself some Peter.
Yeah,
Moore,
he
dude.
does.
Oh man, he said like because he even admitted it. He was like, anybody in the whole industry, Peter Moore is my fucking hero.
Peter Moore is a good guy. Like I will say that I like Peter Moore. I think he's back from when he was with the Xbox, even when he was with Sega. I thought he was a fucking good
Get the
guy.
fuck out of my building.
Well, no. Listen, it's funny because everybody knows the famous me hating Don Matrick or whatever.
You hate Don Madrick? Get out of here.
No, but and it's funny because it was the complete opposite with Peter Moore. I was walking through, backstage of the Xbox conference last year, and here comes walking the opposite direction is Peter Moore, and I said, "Hey, Pete," and he stopped dead in his tracks, shakes my hand. "Hey, how's it going? All right. Oh yeah, man, we're gonna have a good show today, man. Good luck." Boom, 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 and he was gone. I was like, why couldn't Donnie
opposite
Matrick
of
do
Matrick,
something?
where
Yeah.
Scott's like, "Hey, Matrick," and Matrick turns around, fucking grabs his head, pulls down his patch, and shits all over Scott's bald head, walks away.
Hey, he's
that what
got
happens?
brown streaked on the top of my bald head, man.
It's
Yeah,
all right,
no.
South. I mean, you know what? Look,
It's all right though. I get plenty of love shining shoes for Phil, so it's all right.
you and Tim, you always have that job, shining shoes. I love it. Yes. Okay. Real quick. Gears 4 multiplayer. Did you see? You know what? I love Rod Ferguson. This motherfucker tweeted out a picture from the beta for the Gears 4 multiplayer and how it is a month later. Right? Like showing how much fucking better it looks with the textures
Well,
and shit.
if you thought that game was gonna look like that at release, you were a fucking idiot anyways, because
It wasn't
it's
even a
fucking
beta.
beta.
It was
yeah, it was
an
technically an alpha.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like, this day, man, like everybody gets like final game code as a beta now, and they're like, oh, this is what it should look like. No, what fucking Gears did is what it should look like. That's a beta. Come on, like really.
Yeah, like it was basically an alpha, is what they called it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it wasn't okay. It was an alpha, but of course, everyone knows when it comes to like alphas and betas and then open betas, alphas are meant for just certain invites only, yada yada yada. But if they called it a beta, then they were able to open it to everyone to try. So they had to call it a beta. But
Yeah, but-
anyone smart would know that this game was an alpha, but they just put beta so that everyone
Yeah.
could play it.
Yep. Fuck you, Destin Legary. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That game's
Fuck
gonna look
you.
phenomenal, man.
I don't
He's
know who
still-
made the
that guy's
point.
still gonna say it looks bad.
Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that guy. Like, I cannot stand that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's only like a 1% increase in graphical output.
Where'd you get that 1% from? Pull out of your ass? What?
14% of people know that.
Yeah.
look, I think the game, like, it looked fucking great. Like, when you played the beta, it was clear that those weren't the fucking final textures or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I did some of the maps that I did. I even recorded it. It was all glitched up and everything was bad. But I mean, for the overall part, they were just trying to test the gameplay, and that's the fucking most important thing. So I think that's the thing that you need to realize that it's good. And the ponies are so fucking quiet today. You know what I mean? Like, they've been quiet actually a lot lately. You know what I mean? Because look, they were saying this game looked like shit. Guess what? A month later, and we still got months to go. The game looks phenomenal. I mean, Brutal, what did you think? Did you play the beta? What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I like Gears of War, man. I'm a Gears of War fan for the campaign, to be honest, man. Like the multiplayer was kind of repetitive from the last ones, in my opinion. Looks wise, obviously it was a beta. What I wanted to say earlier was about betas nowadays. A lot of betas now are just limited content, but final rendering process. Like, they call it a beta just because you don't have full access to the game. So I think when people saw Gears launch that beta, they were so used to that mindset of, all right, the game's finished, we just don't have full access to all the content in it. So when they launched that picture today, I think a lot of people just got like mind fucked. So I'm hyped for it, man. I'm hyped for the story. Multiplayer, I'll play it, but I'm not as excited about the multiplayer as I am about the campaign and the continuation of the story.
That horde mode though.
Horde mode for sure.
Oh my god, I hate multiplayer on Gears. I'm sorry, but the rolling shotgun, you people suck. I hate that. I swear I hate it.
You gotta learn
Some guys are dope. The timing with it.
No,
I agree.
I know. There's definitely a lot of people out there who are amazing at that game. It was just a joke. But I personally don't like the multiplayer because of that. I really don't.
Oh man, Gears multiplayer. Is like
Your twin.
I know my twin loves Gears, which is kind of.
I'm right there with you. I'm not a big Gears multiplayer guy myself, but their campaigns.
Oh, I love their campaign.
I was the one going, no, dumb, no.
Speaking of Gears, where do you think it is in the show? Does it open or close the show?
You're botting.
Hey, you're botting a bit, Rand.
All right.
Randall bot.
But I was more. That comment was more a joke towards Foxfire because she's obsessed with that game. She loves that game. So her rolling shotgun. The comment is more a joke to her, but.
In response to what Rand was asking, I think that Gears is has to be an opener.
I don't think it will be, man. Honestly, they
closed
with it. They closed with it last one.
Halo Wars or something.
But they opened with Halo not Halo Wars. They opened with Halo 5 last year, so I could see them actually open with Gears of War 4 this year.
The only reason I think they're opening with Gears is because.
It's coming out in September.
But yeah,
October.
Halo Wars doesn't have Halo Wars is that RTS game. It's a good game. A lot of people like it, but it doesn't have that.
It doesn't pack a punch. Like a lot of people don't give a shit about an RTS game.
Or they're gonna open with Recore because everybody wants to see
Honestly,
that game.
I think they're gonna close with Gears again because it's coming out so early.
They can't close with Gears.
I don't think
it'd be fresh in everybody's head when they close the show with it. Like
I don't think Recore has enough hype. I mean, it has the hype, but it doesn't have enough. I don't think it has enough punch to open.
It doesn't have enough recognition for the average person.
Right.
The only way Recore opens the show or closes the show is if it's absolutely fucking amazing and they know it.
Yeah.
Like it drops Jaws.
We all know Scorpio's closing the show, right?
Well, dude, Phil's riding out on a scorpion. And
he's riding out on a scorpion.
I'm still waiting for Diego to make that fucking picture of Phil on a scorpion.
I actually have a comment about hardware. I'm actually going to make an actual comment finally about the hardware.
Oh, here we go.
I've been waiting.
I swear to God, Xbox needs to fix the damn cord and lose the big, bulky square thing that has to be there. I hate that thing on every freaking Xbox.
What are you talking
about? We live in
The brick.
2016.
Stupid brick.
The brick is gone in the Slim.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier. Yeah, the brick. Where were you, Shiwo? If you must have like dozed out or something.
I don't
but-
care
She
for the
probably let you
hardware,
in.
so I
I want to
probably
see
like.
them. I want to see how they're going to be able to like cut down 40% or whatever they're saying, and include a power supply inside the console.
Well,
like
the,
some
that's
kind of
the
easy.
weird
Surface the Surface team's making it, man. Like they're good at tech.
Yeah, and, well, it's not
Yeah.
even that, right? Like, you don't even have to really be good at it. Like, you could look at the inside, look up what the inside of an Xbox One looks like right now, and the good majority of your size,
It's just open
basically
space.
that whole right side is basically a fucking heat sink.
Yeah.
Like the whole right side where the fan is a heat sink.
Nobody
Talk
wants
nerdy
Red
to
Rings of
me,
Death, though,
Hellhammer.
bro.
Yeah, talk nerdy to me,
Dude,
Hellhammer. How
you
can
know-
they shrink it
Talking
down?
to you too.
In that the backpack they're gonna give everybody for FanFest,
Yeah.
really inside is a slim, dude.
Oh.
No
Oh
way.
shit! Hey, Rand, if you guys get slims, you better fucking text me a picture of that shit or something, right? Like, you or South or somebody, man, just be like, "Hey, crap, man, here's the slim, Holmes," and I'll
That
be like,
backpack
"Fuck yeah,
is
bro."
that backpack's actually going to be the power supply for the Slim.
Yeah. Oh, here you go, Hans. Let me just send it to you overnight.
Hell yeah, dude! I just want a picture, man. I don't want it. I just want the fucking picture. You know what I mean? I think that would be fucking fantastic. You know, you guys got to give me something, man. Like call up in the phone in a podcast.
You can
and
have my Windows 10 fucking Minecraft beta code, dude.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Well, hell yeah! All right. Well, anyway, here's something that's a little bit disappointing. Microsoft basically shelves the DVR function on the Xbox One. That was supposed to come out this year, but
Yeah.
apparently they're pushing that to the back burner to focus on games.
I'm not
Thank
worried
God.
about it.
Like,
Care.
that's like a novelty to me, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
Xbox
look.
needs to focus on games right now.
Yeah,
man.
look, here's the thing, right? Like, I know some people are probably excited for that. I wasn't personally. But look, most people now, if you're worried about a DVR, you fucking have it with your cable or your satellite or whatever the case may be already.
Yeah, I don't even have like cable hooked up into my Xbox anyway, so it's not a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think maybe one of the reasons they did this is because the Slim maybe has the HDMI in out isn't part of the Slim?
That could possibly
That
be
could be a
it.
possibility.
Well, what if it
That
also
would be
has to
crazy
do
if they
with
did
like?
that. the band pass, whatever the hell they call it,
Yeah.
the pass through.
I mean, they wouldn't
I'd be
need it.
pissed. I'd be pissed.
But what if it also has to do with like what they talked about before, like the little stick thing that they're gonna have in the Xbox TV? Like, what if one of those have something to do with any form of
The
DVR?
DVR?
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The X stick. I call it the X stick.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You're right. What about the the Chromecast deal
You
or
know
whatever?
what's funny?
Yeah,
There's only one person who's talked about that. Like nobody, like Polygon and Kotaku, they haven't said a word about it. None of the people that are leaking shit have mentioned hearing anything about those two things. The only person who's ever mentioned that was that Brian Watts guy.
Brad
so
Sams.
as far as any, yeah, Brad Sams. Like he's the only one who's mentioned it. Nobody else has said a single word about. Like there's multiple people saying Scorpio is real, so that's why you kind of know there's some truth to it. But he's the only person talking about this Chrome stick and this. I don't know if those are real. You know, like.
Yeah.
It may very, it could just be. I mean, maybe it's a tightly guarded secret, and that's why only he knows. But like, that may not be there.
Maybe. I mean, look, it would be a little bit confusing to show those off at E3.
I mean, if you're gonna show those off,
No,
show them off in
that-
the Daily Show, not.
That'll be the pre-show. Like, you know how they have
Yeah.
like little snippets of information like prior, because the show starts at like 9:30. So from 9 o'clock till whenever they start the actual show, they always have a
So I
pre-show.
I always like to I always try to figure out how Microsoft and Sony are going to end the show, and I think Sony's pretty apparent. I think they're going to end with God of War 4, right? I still
have to.
can't pin down what Microsoft's going to end it with. Like they can't end it with Gears because they ended it with Gears last year, right? But it's like, what else do they have that's big enough for that? I mean, do you end it with Crackdown 3? Is that something you could end it
No.
with? I mean,
What
do you
about
end it with
Halo
like a
Wars
Halo War, an RTS? I don't. People would yawn,
But I'm just saying.
Maybe
Maybe-
they wait and save the momentum and give it to Recore, man. I mean, like you said, what if Recore
Reaper's not a big enough game. That-
No,
No,
but I'm
that-
saying, but what if they know it's amazing though? Like, what if they know
yeah,
it'll
right.
drop jaws and
No,
people will be
no.
freaking the fuck
Or
out?
either being at
No.
the beginning or in the middle. I don't see it at the end.
Because you remember, like I was saying the other night, these shows have highs and lows and peaks and valleys. You know what I mean? So you start the show off with a bang, then you have your indie talk, then you have your Gears talk.
Xbox ID.
you know, yeah, you got your platform talk a little bit, and you get you like your gears to get you pumped back up.
Would you say we're gonna see an indie sizzle reel somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You always have
That's
that valley. You know what I mean? Where they play a bunch of indies real quick with some boring music, and you're like,
well, people in chat like Beastfire is saying new IP to close the show. The new IP, whatever it is, they're gonna show.
They could do that.
I see that.
Well, or maybe you open with a new IP. Because remember, last year Sony opened with Horizon Zero Dawn, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
What if they close with Sea of Thieves?
What if they close with Halo Wars 2 and then with a teaser for Halo 6?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but didn't they just do that at Gamescom?
Yeah, they did at Gamescom.
Well, they did the same thing, but then they closed with Halo Wars 2. I don't know, like
They're gonna close with the Bluetooth earpiece. That's what.
Oh, you know what? I see a lot of people talking about that lately.
Yeah, I know.
What if they close? All right.
The fucking
So,
hype is real,
what
man.
if they close with Red Dead Redemption 2, even though it's multi-plat?
That would be big. I think
if they close with that, because
that'd be big enough.
Because I've been told that I've been told that it's on Microsoft stage.
Oh,
I could see that.
Maybe.
Breaking news. Hold on.
You heard it here first, people.
I don't know. I'm gonna say, like, take it grain of salt. I'm just saying I had heard that it's on Microsoft stage.
Xbox Jesus himself says that and if you buy it on Xbox One, you get the backwards compatible version of Red Dead 1 for free.
I just don't know. I just don't know if they would close it with the multi-plat. Though.
Hey, Ram, would you say it's a fair
assumption? No. But they've used to close with the Call of Duty every year. So
no, usually open with Call of Duty, right?
But
no, they used to close with
I
Call
think
of
they
Duty.
have Titanfall 2, so they could also possibly open with Titanfall 2.
Ooh.
Don't forget Titanfall 2. Yeah, don't forget Titanfall 2.
And Battlefront 1.
Yeah.
Battlefield.
Battlefield 1. Sorry.
It's gonna be debuted the day before or 2 days before. I can't see that.
You know what? Because you gotta have some.
Well, I'm not saying Titanfall 2 is not going to be at Microsoft's show. I'm just saying, like, there's no. I don't think you can end the show considering it was
Red Dead closed it would be perfect. If they closed it with Splinter Cell, that would be perfect.
I think Splinter Cell would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, there's not too many like wow to get up and clap.
They need to open and close the show both with WoW titles basically.
Hey, they could open with Dead Rising. Remember in 2013 they opened with Dead Rising 3, and that got a pretty big pop.
Yeah.
So I could see them opening with Dead Rising 4. Maybe close with Scalebound and have it show a release date. You don't think?
Scalebound
I don't think Scalebound's going to have a lot to talk about.
It doesn't have a lot of hype right now.
So I'm going to share what I got. So last night I did a podcast with Enrique, and we talked about some of this stuff. I also got DM'd this morning, and I'm not going to say from who, but so Sony's conference has been described as you will see stuff from like 2018 and 2019.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Like they're like if it's coming anywhere else soon, they're gonna fucking show it.
Would you say that Sony's show is gonna have a lot of indie sizzle reels?
But the big thing that was talked about and mentioned was that there's a game on Sony's, and I know Mooch is already furiously typing, but there's a game on Sony's stage that is multi-plat. And this is how it was written to me.
Titanfall, man.
That is bigger
No, it's not.
than.
Shut up.
Hold on. That there's a game on Sony's stage. The guy's surprised it hasn't leaked yet. That's how big it is. He said it's multi-plat. There's no time exclusive shenanigans, but it is the biggest. Like it's bigger than any single game that will be announced at E3.
That's pretty big.
Bigger than anything.
Red Dead would be the biggest, in my opinion.
I asked if it was Red Dead, and it was not.
Multi-plat Halo.
So, whatever it is, there's a game supposedly being shown that is bigger than any game at E3.
That everybody knows.
That's weird.
So, I don't know.
Well, there's only a few games that classify as bigger.
Is it next?
You're talking about like, you're talking about GTA territory. You know what I mean?
What if they're just being dumb and it's just Call of Duty?
Yeah, but is it time?
What if it's Agent and Agent's now multi-plat and it's gonna be at their on their stage?
Are they still working on Agent? I mean, did they even like repatent, refile for the patent for that trademark or whatever?
No, but like, what if it was that?
What if it's the next Tomb Raider? There's that secret talk of Tomb Raider being
Well,
at E3.
Nah, but they've already kind of said they're gonna be there. So
No, I don't mean the one that's out now. Because if they're going like all the way into like 2018, 2019,
no, I'm
what
just saying Square Enix said that Tomb Raider news would be at E3.
But they didn't say where or what.
I have no idea what so the people are saying, asking me it's exclusive. I was told it's multiplat. So whatever, and apparently someone in chat saying he knows what the game is. Well, I wonder if that's true.
Well,
I don't
hey,
know. I don't know what the game is. I'm just saying.
Half-Life 3. That's what somebody did.
And like Half-Life 3 would be
Yeah,
huge.
maybe Sony will have Half-Life 3 out there.
He's saying
They'll get Gabe Newell to go out there and parade and ask for money from people.
He says I'm over exaggerating. I mean, all I'm saying is what I was told, man. Like I have no idea what the game is.
Didn't Gabe Newell join Twitter and say something about a joke around about it means Half-Life 3?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, but you know what? I will tell you this: Knack 2, even though it was a joke, that apparently is going to be revealed at E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's not hyped for Knack 2 though?
That's what I'm saying, right? I mean, Knack.
Man, that's it. Sony just needs to drop the mic now. It's over. Let's go fucking sell our Xboxes. Knack 2 is on the way, guys.
Well, no, here's the thing, right? Like, Knack 2, right? God of War 4, but apparently, like, if you've seen the pictures, it doesn't look like Kratos. It looks like a different guy. And he's only got, like, one axe in his hand, so I don't know. Like, you guys might not. I'm kind of a God of War fan, so
yeah,
it's interesting. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting that it might not be Kratos. And again, like what you were saying, Rand, they always like show whatever, like they bait and hook, they dangle that shit in front of you, right? Like last year's E3, Shenmue 3, which is we're not getting that this year. With Final Fantasy remake, we're not getting that this year. You know what I mean?
You know, God of War 4 ain't coming out till 2018 when they show it, and God of War games always come out in March. So there's no way this new God of War is coming out in this March because Horizon's going to be out. So you're already looking at March of 2018.
Yeah.
You know?
I know what it's going to be, guys. It's going to be Persona 5.
That got delayed. Everything
they're pushing out to like 2018, 2019.
Nobody gives a shit about that.
It's gonna be Persona 5, bro. Who doesn't want a high school simulator, bro?
God, please tell me nobody in this chat wants or nobody in this podcast wants to play a fucking high school simulator, right?
All right, it's gonna be Bully 2.
Dude, Mooch says they're gonna open the show with Dead Rising and close it with Scalebound.
Scalebound's not big enough to
I
close
still don't think it'll be Scalebound.
Hey,
I can see them opening with Dead Rising, but like.
Well, I can see them closing with the new Mass Effect.
That'd be huge.
Oh, dude, where is Assassin with these zingers on 4 Guys with Quarters? He says Sony will close with Soda Drinker 2, Soda Drinker Pro 2. Bonus soda. Dude, if you would come out with zingers like that, man, fucking that podcast would be like fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, you gotta start using those zingers, bro. Like, damn, that shit's funny. Like the whole like humping the damn Cheetos thing, dude. That's fucking brilliant.
That was.
Where's this personality on 4 Guys?
Yeah, he's like Eeyore on 4 Guys, man, and that's no disrespect because I like you, but like seriously, I know like everybody's uncomfortable. Crap just called out Assassin as being Eeyore. Like
I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
I think.
Crap! Someone just listed what Sony's gonna show on your chat, dude.
What's that?
I don't know. It's the same guy who says that I'm exaggerating about the game that I was told about. So he says 1. Dead Don't Ride, 2. Horizon Zero Dawn, 3. Sucker Punch's new IP, 4. Spider-Man by Insomniac.
Yeah, all shit that comes out in like fucking
5.
3
Third-party
years.
exclusive by Capcom, which is Deep Down. 6. Last Guardian. 7. Detroit. 8. God of War 4. 9. Crash.
Man, we all know Last Guardian ain't coming out anytime soon.
Here's the thing. It might be funny that Last Guardian. Last Godzilla 2? That's a fucking megaton right there. But here's the thing, right? Like, and this is what I've heard, that The Last of Us 2 we could see a little teaser. If Microsoft kills, right? Like, if Microsoft kills, we might see, like how they did with Uncharted 4. But Sony likes to dangle this shit in front of you for years and years. They announced Uncharted 4 at the release party for the PlayStation 4, and they didn't come out with that game until just recently. So they clearly have no scruples. Like, I hate that. You know what I like? Bethesda. They last E3 said, hey, guess what? Fucking here's Fallout. I'm not a Fallout fan, but they're like, and it's coming out this year. You know what I mean? That's what I like these companies to do. You know what I mean? Like come out with the shit and do it like that. Sony coming out with shit like Shenmue 3. That shit ain't coming out till 2018. You know, I don't really have an interest.
That's like Horizon Dawn. It was confirmed to come out this fall, but now it's not coming out till February of 2017.
Shout out motherfucker Mooch, because him and me both called that shit last year. We said, no way does that game come out this year. You know what I mean? Because they're all like, oh, holiday or whatever. And
Does
I'm not
any
saying
Gorilla
that,
game come out on time? Like, I don't think so.
No. Well, except for Killzone Shadowfall, but that game sucks. That might be one of the
Where's
worst
the last
stories.
Guardian release date?
Who knows?
Rumored October.
Their big game is Gran Turismo Sport, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, and you touched on something, Rand. Everybody was assuming that Sucker Punch was working on the Spider-Man game, the open-world Spider-Man game on PS4, but you're saying that someone said that it, not you, but in the chat.
I was just saying, like, the rumors circulating are, well, yeah, the guy in chat, but then the rumors around are saying that Insomniac's working on it.
Yeah, Insomniac. That would be weird.
It is kind of interesting.
That is, isn't it? Because that would probably be a good fit. I mean, would you guys be?
When Maka went to visit Insomniac a couple months ago, he did say that half the studio was blacked out and off limits.
Yeah, he did say that.
So they are working on something. Like, he got to try out all the VR stuff and play Song of Deep, but half the studio was like, blacked out.
Did he love Song of the Deep? Was he like, this is the best thing ever?
He said Song of the Deep is very reminiscent of Ori. Very good.
Oh, okay. Well, props to GameStop. I mean, they're aren't they publishing the Order 1886's game where it actually looks kind of like a weird brawler, like this colorful physics.
Ready at Dawn? You talking about?
Yeah, they made this game and people were hating on it, right? But to me, that game looked more interesting than the Order 1886, right? Like multiplayer. Oh yeah, man, the Order.
Are we going back to the little fat blobby things?
Yeah, the deformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there is one issue with this game. I think it could have been like really cute and fun and whatever, especially if it say like only came out at like $20 or $30 or whatever. The problem with this game is it's only an 8-player game, so you can only have a party of 4 each, or it's like 1 against 7. Like that, I don't think was a good choice. They should have upped the party to allow like as many as they possibly could.
The game's a mobile platform game, dude. Like from what I've looked at, like I'm just so disappointed. I was talking to this. I think GKB and I share the same opinion when we were talking about this on Console Corner. Is that like why didn't Ready at Dawn like push forward, man? Like I want them to like come back with a vengeance and put out another badass AAA title. Like.
Listen, nobody will argue that the Order was not a good-looking game. It was just
it needed more
lack content. You know what I mean? It looked damn good. It was a beautiful game.
That's what I'm saying, man. So why? I mean, are they just like cutting their losses and then just going back to like?
Well, I heard they're going multi-plat. They're making a game for both PS4 and.
It doesn't necessarily mean that Sony's not going to do 1887 with them, I mean, they very well could do it, but the fact
they seem
that
to cut ties.
Yeah, I mean,
like they and they did say they're working on multiple titles, including a AAA. So this is like for GameStop, right? Like this Deformers or whatever. Like GameStop is dipping their toe into the water, and then you can see something. But Sony owns the IP. Look, the Order could have been really good, but if that game had launched like that as a launch title for the PS4, it would have been probably reviewed better and looked at in a better light, right? But the fact that it got delayed and pushed back, and it still was like that short and lacking content, I think that didn't do it any favors. Look, Rise, we all probably look at Rise and go, hey, that game wasn't too bad, right? It had a multiplayer, it had, a good story, it was short, but it looked great, it was fun, you know what I mean? It was something to show off the power of the Xbox One. The Order could have been that for the PS4 if they would have got it out at launch, right? But they didn't. I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Agree, disagree, fuck you? What do you think?
Truthfully, I actually said something along these lines in my E3 video. I wish they would have actually put in a multiplayer where, say, you were able to like be human versus creature, because they had the Jack the Ripper, they had the vampires and the werewolves, and they really marketed where that's what this game was about, but then you played it and it wasn't. You know, it wasn't as influenced as you would have thought, and I wish they would have brought that maybe into a multiplayer and actually gave that darkness and that whole feel and mechanics to a multiplayer where you could actually play those different races and stuff like that. I think that would have probably made this game better. I think it lacked a lot of content. Just only being able to, like, say, walk through the street and go where it said to go, and then, like, point B to point A, and then just kind of be done with it. And I think that's where this game lacks so much, and I think they should have just put a lot more effort and opened it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
People are making the argument. Some people are making the argument that Ready at Dawn, it just needs the cash coming in, so they're making this small game to create revenue coming into their studio.
I mean, that's a possibility.
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
why would you try to go multi-plat if you're trying to bring money into your studio? Why not go the other route and pitch towards one side or the other and get funding for your studio? Why not go that route?
Well, look, when you spend that much money, and that was a big AAA game that took a long time, just like
Someone in the chat just said it took 6 years to make.
Yeah, and that was their first. That was their first
first,
real AAA. They made handheld God of War games on the PSP.
Right.
It was a gorgeous looking game, though. The graphics were amazing to it.
It pushed the PS4 because its limits.
Yeah, but just for me, like, I mean, you start in the minors, you move up to the majors. Why the hell would you want to go back to the minors? Like,
exactly.
You screwed up. You know, it didn't come out to like everybody's acclaim and this, that, and the other. But that would push me as a developer to be like, you know what, fuck you guys. I'm gonna make a better game this time.
Well, we're going through it with Remedy.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
I mean, that's just what happens, maybe. I mean, you don't know what happens behind the scenes with a lot of these developers either, too.
Yeah, at least Ready at Dawn didn't split in half.
I mean, potentially, maybe they wanted. I mean, because I hear what Brutal was saying too. I mean, try to get funding from one of the two major companies. I mean, perhaps Sony didn't want to fund something else.
Yeah, it might not have been worth it to them because we don't know what it sold. I bought it. I bought the collector's edition because I fucking.
Because it was on sale for like $35 the next week.
Well,
we actually bought a PlayStation 4 just for this game.
Yeah, I bought mine when this game came out, and then they already had the collector's edition on sale, right? And when you buy a new console, you want the game that pushes the graphics on it, right? I mean, that's what you do. Rise was the first game I played on Xbox One. The Order was the first game I played on PS4. But it probably didn't do well enough to warrant the cost. So, unfortunately, we might not see a sequel. And again, that all comes down to people buying it. Also, I mean, that might have been one of the few PlayStation instances where a game got the bad reviews on the short time made people maybe rent it because there's no multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, but Crapgamer made a good point earlier too. I mean, like a game like Rise was basically a good kind of tech demo to show off your new console. But the Order that came out about a year after PlayStation 4?
A little bit more than a year, yeah. So I mean, it was delayed. So.
I mean, at that point, you'd already play. If you had a PS4, you'd already played pretty much everything on there. Maybe it's true that everything didn't push it quite to that limit, but you had already experienced.
Was 1886 originally scheduled to launch with PS4, and it was supposed to come out?
It was supposed to come out holiday 2014 or sometime 2014, right? And then it was delayed into 2015. So. Yeah, there was a little. It was supposed to be the big holiday game, but like every PlayStation 4 game, it gets delayed, right? I mean, just look.
PlayStation.
This whole year has been delayed. There's been so many betas over actual game releases that it's just kind of sad, to be honest.
Yeah, so I agree, She-Wolf. The whole delays and why are they delayed? Like, is there stuff going on behind the scenes? Just look at like Recore was supposed to come out spring. I hope that game still comes out this year because I want to play it.
Well, that was lofty expectations, anyways, because we didn't see any gameplay with Recore for them to say, all right, it's coming out early next year, and like it was just a CGI.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't make spring, but I have high hopes it'll still be this year, just because they did the same thing with Sunset Overdrive. Remember, we saw the little CGI trailer, and then we got some real footage like right before E3, and then that game still came out that year. You know what I mean? So I was still like holding out hope or whatever. So I'm hoping that they launch it. You know, I'm really excited to play that. Like that, they could be really crazy and launch 3 new AAA IPs this year, which would be Quantum Break, Recore, and Sea of Thieves, and that would be, I think, phenomenal in this day and age. You know what I mean? And talk about risks. You know, I mean, an MMO AAA pirate game, a time travel game with a TV show element, and a open world RPG with the guy that I guess helped create.
And then also adding Gears of War 4 in there.
Yeah, and Forza and Halo Wars 2 and.
I mean, look, basically, there's already a lot of stuff to play this year. I mean, even if you don't include any new titles, I mean, we already know we're getting a new Forza game. We know we're getting a new Gears game. I mean, that right there is quite a bit of game time right there. I mean, look, Forza, you're gonna spend quite a bit of time with Gears if you like the online side of it. I mean, that's potentially months and months of game time. So, I mean, the fact that we're gonna have potentially 2 new IPs is awesome.
I wonder where they're gonna fit all this shit in. I think something is gonna get pushed to next year. I just don't know. Well, obviously Crackdown. People are saying Crackdown.
Well, shit, I mean, you also think they're probably gonna hold stuff for Gamescom too.
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna. Last year they held Scalebound, Crackdown, and what was the other game?
Yeah, but I was told.
Quantum Break.
Yeah, Gamescom is not going to be as big as it was last year.
All right, well then.
You don't think so?
No, that's what I was told.
Oh, okay. Who told you that?
Well, let me just pull out the come on.
You heard it here, folks. Inside information. Thanks, Sal.
Well, it was. When did Phil come out and say that we wouldn't see those 3 games last year? It was like right the week before E3, right? Where he was like, "You won't see this game, you won't see this game, and you won't see this game." Like they'll be at Gamescom.
It was definitely really close because I was
E3,
pissed.
Yeah.
So
it was probably about 2 weeks before E3.
So the fact that they haven't come out and said something like that, you
yeah,
know.
because a buddy of mine was asking me, from a fan's point of view, like, now would you be upset? You know what I mean? Like if we just announced it now and like, hey, you're not gonna see, Scalebound whatever at E3, you'll see it again. I'm like, no, give it its due time, Like I want to see it when it's ready to be shown.
Yeah,
well, they also did like that whole month though with the developer where they actually like went in depth of this game for like a whole entire month. It was like an hour each day or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like for instance, talking about Gamescom last year, like I really wasn't impressed with the Crackdown, that we saw, from the stream. It wasn't until that leaked footage that showed, like the next day or whatever, that showed the building coming down and the power of the cloud. Then I was like, holy shit! Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't they show that?
You know what? That Scalebound thing impressed me that they showed last year, though.
Oh, you mean the 4-player co-op on the
yeah.
and shit? Yeah.
Like I love co-op games, like especially, you know what I mean? Like that's my thing. I love it. So that really blew me away. I was like,
somebody has to carry up through those games.
How do you play co-op on Media Player though? That's what I want to know.
You can all listen to the same songs.
Hey,
you can all watch the
Media
same
Player.
episode of The Simpsons.
Hey, those episodes get me through some tough times, man. I love it. GKB, I'll start off with
Starburst.
No.
You should hear him during game nights. Like he'll be like chomping away on the mic, and we're like, "Oh crap, what are you eating now?"
The chips are real, bro. The chips.
Oh
are
yeah,
real.
the chips. Hey, what other? Hey, this is my podcast, and it's the only podcast where everybody rags on.
Everybody.
We're just showing the host some love, dude. That's
better people hear it from us than all the people out there putting out exposed videos of you.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Hey, at least I'm not fucking taking pictures of you, on a hog getting stuffed by Tim Dog. You know what I mean?
I guess that's true.
Yeah, or fucking a giant Cheeto statue.
Yeah, that's gonna be next. I can already picture it.
Thwack.
Yes, Jesus.
Really, I don't have Starburst, bro. That's all.
GKB, I want to start with you because I know you're a fan of this. Injustice 2 trailer came out today.
Oh man.
What did you think about this? Because I thought it was fucking fantastic. I
Oh,
liked it.
dude, I was so freaking hyped, man. The Flash is beating the shit out of Superman. I was like, hell yeah. And then Batman coming in, dude. Man, you got to be hyped for this game. Like, I thought Injustice 1 was fantastic fighter. I liked a lot of what they do. I was kind of like, I don't know, like what's up with like the glowing suits and stuff like that? Is it just like a
You're gonna be able to get armor and different to do different abilities and stuff.
It ties in the microtransaction system they got in the game.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yep.
I don't know.
Huh.
Fuck
They have loot boxes that drop after games, so you can customize your Superman the way you want him to look, and then of course you can
That's kind of cool. I mean,
buy loot boxes with real money and shit. So yeah, that whole thing is like tied
But
into
you
the.
can earn them, right?
Well, yeah, I mean it'd be similar to like Overwatch or Gears and shit.
Cowboys for Life guys really going hard after She-Wolf. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, she got a sexy voice.
Yeah. Like, can I join you? How can
We were talking about the community game night. Calm down.
Wait, someone said Flash can't beat Superman because he's slower than him, dude.
That's not true.
Flash can fucking travel so fast he goes back in time. He'd kill Superman so easily.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I would say kill.
I don't know about you
Superman
guys.
As fast as Flash, if you.
I would take Flash over Superman any day.
I don't know
Dude,
about you guys,
Flash
but I was,
literally ran so fast he traveled to the end of time and outran death.
Hey, somebody's
Flashpoint
like, hey, Rand, why don't you tell him how much trouble Scalebound and Crackdown 3 is in?
Oh.
Dude, that's the same dude.
You just hear. I mean, I don't know. You just hear it.
But Scalebound
sometimes.
isn't in trouble though.
That's the same dude who was listing off all those PlayStation games earlier. They're like all the exclusives they'll have this
Hey,
year.
I mean,
like,
we mentioned last week. Crap heard it. Like I know South heard it that there was some issues with Scalebound. You know, like
I didn't hear this from you guys. I just heard that Phil wasn't real happy with it or whatever. So.
As for his Crackdown, I don't know.
I haven't heard that from. Yeah.
Like there's some rumors going around that Crackdown might be having some problems. I don't know. It's game development, man. I'm sure every game goes through problems,
Yeah.
I don't think.
And we know Premier. You know that motherfucker. You know what I mean. He's never happy for shit unless it's some girls on Twitter fucking.
Uncharted 4, they completely redid everything. I mean, if that's not like rocky game development, I don't know what is.
I mean, come on. Hello, Last Guardian. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Finding problems isn't necessarily a bad thing either, though. I mean, like, wouldn't you rather them find what they deem as a problem before they release it and go Ubisoft on us and just have a broken game when it launches? Like,
Oh, like Assassin's Creed Unity? No faces, people. No faces.
no faces.
Fall into the world.
And sometimes
Or,
you just fucking locked up, like you were just like stuck, and you had to like restart it. It was like,
or when
the
the NPCs were walking backwards for 20 minutes.
or like 20 feet in the air, they were walking in the air.
Like
one
walking
of the main
through
attractions
castles
to
and shit.
one of the
Yeah.
main attractions to Unity was the fact that you could play this multiplayer like mission style, and like that shit didn't fucking work for like however long.
Yeah.
I remember when we all first bought that game, we were like so excited for it, and we all tried to do like the co-op and everything, and nothing would work. We were so pissed.
Yeah, my first impression of that game was I loaded it up, I was playing through some of the tutorial, I was walking down the street, and this guy's walking backwards like 15 foot in the air. This like zooms in and out of the screen a couple times. I was like, well, I'm done for now.
Hey, to be fair, that game actually turned out to be good about 6 months after launch.
Yeah.
So.
What did everybody else think about the Injustice trailer?
Hey, I fucking loved it. So go around the board.
I was really happy to see that Supergirl finally was able to like walk out of the kitchen and do something.
Oh.
Damn. She was and had the baby, and she walked out of the kitchen.
Damn, she like man, you're gonna piss off She-Wolf and her twin because
that was just for those two. That's the only reason I said that.
I made that joke during community game night with them, right?
Not to me. It wasn't to me. I was on your team, buddy.
Yeah, I know. We won.
I was listening to the Griffball recording.
Yeah,
I was listening to the Griffball recording, and I just like
like 95% of the time
came out, and Crap was just like
Fox, get back in the kitchen.
did.
That should have me fucking dying, dude.
I blindsided her, dude. I was like, "Bam! Get back in the kitchen!" Like I'll trash talk sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
Before I go, I'll say that CGI trailer, I don't get hyped for those, and that's my opinion on it.
I didn't even watch it, so.
I mean, it's CGI. I don't care.
Was that Bryan Cranston narrating that?
It sounded like Bryan Cranston. Sure did.
Huh. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. You know what? I'm excited because I'm liking fighting games again. All of a sudden.
But I mean, like, that's not how the game's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's gonna be a 2D.
NetherRealm did a fucking awesome job with MKX, man. And
They did.
Well, they did a good job with Injustice 1.
Yeah, I just want to see them. Like, I would like to. I wish they were launching this on Unreal 4, but I don't know. Maybe they still got a contract.
They're gonna save that for the remaster. I mean,
I gotta go do some shit, so I will talk to you guys later.
All right, hey, Xbox Jesus, man, have fun at E3, man.
All right, I'll try, man. I'll try.
Later, Jesus.
Later.
Money.
Bye, Ryan.
It's nice to have Xbox Jesus stop in for a few minutes.
Make his presence known.
Yes, among us peasants.
Bless us
Watch Dogs 2 trailer came out today too.
God.
That was a busy thing going on there. Like I'm like, did they redo I'm a Little Teapot or something? And then the guy's like, I don't know. Like to me, I don't know. If you're a Simpsons fan, it reminded me of Poochie the dog. Like they just tried to fit every hip thing that somebody does. Like,
it started off nice. Like it showed the bridge, and it was actually like decently looking. And then, soon as they went into like the parts that look like what it would look like in the game, it just went to hell. Like it was just all over the place. You didn't know what was actually going on, whether or not like you're just running around, whether you're a hacker or whether you're supposed to be some party twit wearing a pony head or some shit. I don't freaking know. It was all over the damn place.
Yeah, and the music didn't help at all.
Yeah.
No.
The music
it was a cinematic trailer, man. I mean, it was just hype. I mean, there wasn't any like actual gameplay that I saw in it. It was
I just said
I'll
what
tell you
would
one
look
thing.
like.
It didn't make me want to run
directly.
out and finish Watch Dogs 1 because I still haven't finished that.
I haven't watched. I've only watched the bits and pieces of the trailer really, but I'm a little bit hyped for it because I did like the first Watch Dogs a lot. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it was kind of a mixed bag on how people felt about the original one.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be like a modern day Assassin's Creed, you know what I mean? And it turned out to be some like spy GTA type.
Bro, it's like it's an anonymous simulator, is what it is. Like put on your Guy Fawkes mask and run around the city and.
Yeah, I didn't like how you had to line up these cameras to this camera so you can get a signal to this to hack that, and I was like, God damn, this is getting old.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit weird, like, and I couldn't get any fucking gamer score out of it. I kept asking Hellheimer. I was like, "How did you get gamer score?" He's like, "I don't know. I just got it."
Yeah,
I was like,
just
"Dude,
played
I'm
the
stuck
fucking
on like
game."
110 gamer score, like fucking for 30 hours in this game. Like, I can't do anything. You know what I mean? Fucking pissed me off. But I don't know. It comes out at a weird time in November. Seems like it's coming out right in the middle of fucking everything else. So probably not going to be a day one.
That's not really good timing either, man. Like, why would you put it there anyway? But
Well, they needed something to take
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I can see that.
But they got Ghost Recon. They could have
that's true.
Place, you know what I mean?
Ghost Recon will probably
Ghost
do
Recon's gonna be a killer, man.
Hey, I'm really hyped for that.
I'm super hyped for that game. If the play is like they're saying it's gonna be, and it's as open as it is, and you really have that customization to how you're gonna be playing your mission, how you're gonna approach each mission, I think it's gonna be fucking cool, man.
Well, and if the drop in out is a lot like how Halo was, you know, Halo 5 was, I think right there you got a winner on your hands.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of that series, Ghost Recon, so I don't know, but
But you're a co-op fan though, right? So
yeah, I am a co-op fan actually, but yeah, maybe I'll get a review copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd like to give you a review copy, but it's against the rules.
I get plenty of review copies, bitch. I get all the indie review copies I can handle.
Hey, last I checked, you're about 3K, too few subscribers to get some of these.
To get some of them, true, but I'm catching up fast, and I got Subnautica, so fuck off. Yeah, that's right. You heard me, motherfuckers. Subnautica. Be jealous, motherfuckers.
Shit.
That's right. Shit. Hell
Hold
yeah.
on, hold on while I go snore for 10 minutes.
Also, real quick, it looks like the Destiny thing leaked, Rise of the Iron or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, that was
Destiny.
like 2 weeks ago.
Rise of the
September
bullshit.
20th. Yeah, I mean, hey, the important thing is this game. It looks like it's not coming to last-gen consoles. So, do you think possibly this is a situation where the game might get 60 frames per second, or what's your guys' thought on this?
Crickets.
60 frames a second or not, like unless they're coming up with some some fire new content rather than just like boosting
Rehashed
whatever.
old stuff, yeah.
Yeah, rather than just like boosting their like original architecture for the game, like I don't know, man.
I want to like the game. Like I have the all the DLC and all that shit. I don't have anybody to play it with, but I need to get, you know what I mean, like somebody that's into the game that can like get me back into the game.
know,
You know what I
I
mean?
need
Wait,
to carry you through.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's so much as like a carry through thing, but it's like me and Crapgamer originally played that game vanilla after it first came out, and we had gotten really into it, but for a little bit, and then like we just kind of lost interest because we realized that there wasn't really much of a story or anything to begin with. unless
We
you wanted
never
to
even
line-
we quit before there was any of the what the hell are those updates where you do like the battle?
Like the trials of
We never did
What's that
the
called?
incursions or whatever the hell they're called on there.
There was
you
the
You never did any raids.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was
we
the
never
raids
did a
that
raid or
were-
anything.
Yeah,
You know,
Like when-
when it comes to Destiny, the problem is like the end game is the raids, and it's becoming where people who have played the raids, if you haven't played it and you don't have this and you don't have that, then you can't raid, and you have to have the full group to be able to raid because they don't scale it down to how many players you have. So to that, it ruins the game because if you don't have the friends to play it and you don't have the gear that these people who have done it, then you can't do it, and that's pretty much the end game. So for that aspect, they kind of ruined it.
Like
See, I feel
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Crab.
No, go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, like, I kind of feel the opposite. Like, I like that aspect of like needing your gear set, needing a full party, going in and. Like,
But how are
just-
you supposed to get the gear if you can't get the people to go in to get it?
Well, you need to go. I mean, all right, in that sense maybe, but I mean, you need to have like a certain. Like, you need to have like a certain. listen. Like what I'm saying is like you have like a certain a gear score, for example. I think it's called a light score or whatever in Destiny, but you have a certain level of gear that you need to get into the raid. You get your party together. I mean, that's like classic MMO style raiding. Just like they did with like Division, for example. Like to get into incursions, you had to have a certain gear score before you could get
Right.
into those. Like,
But
Right.
people are willing to take you into the Division was a lot more forgiving than that. What I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at
what-
is Destiny, if you didn't do the raid with a bunch of the main core people and everything that are playing it, if you didn't do it at the time that majority of them were going in and getting all their gear, by the time you go in there, if you don't have if you go to say looking for party and all that, if you don't have what was it, that one bazooka?
What it was is like
Gallahorn?
if you didn't
Yeah.
have like certain weapons or certain stuff,
you
they
know
wouldn't
what?
take you in.
But that's totally false. Because if you would went on the forums or LFG, you tell them, listen, I only got this, and people hit you up, say, hey, no problem. That's one thing good about the Destiny community. There was a lot of people that were willing to help, pull you through
Yeah,
raids.
but who wants to go on the
Well, then I'd
forum
like
to
to
get
know who
people?
you talk to, because every time we tried to do it, there was so many rude ass people that it was annoying.
like outside of the raids though, can't you get them through like the trials or whatever, like the
Some
weekly
stuff.
Yeah,
or something
trials
like
or
that?
starts are really hard though. If you're not a PvP person like me, it was like you can't get any of the gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you have to actually win to get the.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't like
And-
knock it. You can't
Not
knock
just
a
win
game
like
for
that.
like.
And I mean, I'm not gonna say because I sucked at PvP, so I can't say everybody was cheating. But there was a lot of rumors about people being banned for cheating, lag switching, and all that shit. So,
Yeah, I mean,
it took the fun out of it for me.
I didn't play Destiny like hardcore. Like I'm just speaking from the sense like back in the day. Like I used to play WoW like back in the day, right? So like you get that sense of like having that raid party and going in and like and conquering whatever like raid you need to go into. Like there's a certain sense of pride after you get done with that.
Yeah, but you know, it's a little bit different on like MMOs, like on WoW. You know, I can't really say for certain on WoW because I haven't actually played WoW aside from like a little bit of the demo or like the trial version, which is like way later on. But most MMOs, like if you're doing a raid or something like that, I mean, there's a trading system. You can go and buy or sell the gear, that sort
Well,
of thing.
see,
So-
that's what I liked about
Right,
the Division. How when they introduced their trading system, you know, if you go through an incursion or doing something in the dark zone with your group, you could trade amongst each other for the stuff you just got. You know what I mean? Like I thought that aspect was cool.
I mean, look,
You know?
yeah, if you can trade stuff easily or
Well, it's not so much trade stuff easily. Like, say, because I know, like, going back to the Galahorn, there was people that get Galahorns weekly, and there was people that had 1,000 hours before they got a Galahorn. Got one.
And she
You know
was
what I mean?
I don't even know what the hell a Galahorn is. So
It's like this. Yeah, it's a rocket launcher. Like
it was
it's
a
just,
rocket launcher that it was when it was shot or impacted, like it broke off into a bunch of little
Cluster missiles.
cluster bombs,
Oh, okay.
and it was just a beast. And
Like,
it
in
tracked.
She-Wolf's defense, what she was saying earlier about like it being like fucking crazy difficult to get the right gear to get into a raid, like going back to like Division, like when Division patched for incursions, like they wanted you to play incursions. They doubled the what are they the high end like gear drops. Like every
Right.
boss is dropping
To the
yellow,
range.
so like
Right.
they made it. They forced you into that gear score to be able to play the end game content.
which is understandable, but see, when it comes to Destiny, like, here's a perfect example. We were running one of the raids, and, we went on looking for group. We were taking anyone. It didn't matter. But if it wasn't a quick run, these people would just leave, and they're like, no, sorry, you ain't good enough. We're gone. And then, or we'd have people jump in. Oh, well, if you don't have this, no, sorry, you're gone. Like, it was non-stop, and that's where my issues come in with this game. There is
and
still a
that's
lot
funny
of demanding
because-
people.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean that happens across.
maybe now, 2 years later. But I don't know. At the time, when I was playing, like the first two raids, like you could find groups anytime, and it didn't matter what you had. If you had a Galahorn or you had ghetto weapons, you know what I mean? Like people had the patience to run you through it. So maybe after 2 years of having a game, people are like, "No, you guys got to have a certain amount, certain weapons or something for us to waste our
Yeah,
time."
that's the difference. Like we've played every single expansion. We've tried every single raid, and we had those people who were really nice, and they even showed all the tricks and all that stuff for the first ones. But when these last two came with yeah, the Taken King. I was trying to think of what the heck they're actually or Chrono or whatever the hell his name is.
Crota?
Like when
Oryx or
they
Crota?
came, that's people started to become more asses about it. But if you have the group of friends, yes, like it worked great. But it still came down to that was the end game, and that's where the problem came in. But for the DLC, like the new DLC that's supposed to be coming out. Now, this is supposed to be about Iron Banner, and this is supposed to be going into more about how that whole started. There's actually supposed to be, like, all new story. There's going to be, new threat. Hopefully, I swear to God, I said this on Console Corner. If you're going to make a threat, please make a whole new threat. Don't just take what you already got and just change their color and call them something
Upgrades.
else.
They're gonna do.
Upgrades.
Yeah.
There's gonna be wolves.
Hey, somebody wants to know if you fell asleep, Sal.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I was sleeping too, man.
Oh, Destiny! You guys don't like Destiny, huh?
No. I you know what? Hey, I got over 1,600 hours in Destiny. You know what I mean? So like, I played a lot of Destiny. Yeah.
Someone asked me yesterday if I'm going to play it because it has wolves. You know what?
Yeah.
I
sure.
would play it if it had wolves, but chances
As a
are,
companion.
chances
Some of the
are.
screenshots for the what you call it there has wolves in it. So
But watch, it's gonna just be the story. I probably wouldn't
for
ever
sure.
be allowed to have it. So.
Maybe it's like, maybe like the end game like boss is gonna have like wolf like companions. that you
Yeah,
get.
but I won't get it, and then I don't want to play it. I want the wolf.
She-Wolf wants to play with wolves. Gotcha.
I like playing with
She who plays with wolves. That's your Indian name.
Dancing with wolves.
I'm surprised that we've gone like over 2 hours and we didn't even have Mooch going off about Overwatch or VR or Uncharted 4.
You were kind of going off in the chat box about Overwatch.
You were saying, oh, it's fucking awful.
I already had a debate about Overwatch.
Did you? Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, we had a strong debate on Console Corner last night about.
Oh, I heard it. I started that fucking debate. I asked the question in the chat. I was stirring shit up. I was like, "Hey, so what do you guys think about that?"
Am I the only person here that likes Overwatch? Is that the case?
I liked it. I don't know
it's not.
It's okay.
It's not a liking thing. It's a value thing to me, man. It's not a like.
Oh, the value.
I loved the game. I loved one character. I loved Widowmaker. And
Here we go.
No. I'm gonna think about it.
Oh
Don't
shit,
worry.
we got a domestic started.
No. It's just I loved the one character, but I can't see paying $60 for one character.
Right.
And there's this fucking argument about like, oh, it's fun. It's fun. It's $60. Why not pay it for fun? There's a lot of fucking games that are fun. Like, come on. Like,
But they're
Halo
not
5
worth
is
60.
fun.
But yeah, I don't think the game's worth $60.
God damn, bro, the salt is just pouring out.
Oh
of
man,
Hey,
don't get me started on Overwatch, bro. I'm telling you.
She-Wolf, like if you could buy that character that you like for $5, like would you play it then? Like
If
how
I
a
could- I
free to
would
play
pay-
model.
Even if it was $20, I would buy the game for $20 and then buy my favorite character. I would be okay with that. But a whole $60 for one character, and again, this is my preference. I know a lot of people keep telling me that other people have different. That's fine. You have your own preference. If you want to pay $60 for a game that you're probably going to play, for a good few hours, then that's all you. Brutal. That's all you.
all me. Take all of it.
That's fine because. But when it comes to my opinion, I do not think this game is worth it, especially when PC is getting it for $40, and they could have brought a campaign. You have Halo, you have Witcher 3, which are two amazing games that have shown everybody what $60 can be worth in a game.
I mean, hell, even that
just a
Call of
multiplayer.
Duty, like they have great value for their fucking games.
Yes, even Call of Duty. And people say to me, well, okay, well, there's others. Yes, well, guess what? Battlefront, didn't buy. Rainbow Six Siege, didn't buy. Battlefront, or what's that? Battleborn, didn't buy. I did not buy any of those. Titanfall, I didn't even buy it. It came with the console. In defense, and plus you can actually buy that game for like what, $10 now, and
Yeah, it's
free season
$9.99.
pass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, She-Wolf brings up a good point too. I mean, I think a lot of developers could take a good cue from like 343 and CD Projekt Red on, basically what should be the value of a $60 game. And not saying that every game should have, like Witcher where it's 120 plus hours of gameplay, or Halo where it's, all the free
Witcher
maps.
120. You need like 320.
I
I said 120 plus.
I just want to make this one comment.
A lot
Yes.
of plus.
I just want to make this one comment. I don't mean to cut. Yeah, I want to just say yes. GKB does buy everything.
Oh.
Oh.
He does buy everything.
But I mean, that they kind of set the bar. That's people should be trying to get closer to that with their games for $60. Because nobody wants to go out and spend $60 for a fucking game that you're only going to play for for a month or two if it's a multiplayer game, or if it's only going to be an 8-hour game.
I swear, you want to like bring on a hot debate, talk about Overwatch. That'll fucking keep things
It'll
going.
keep
Like it would. Like if Mooch were in here, this could have gone on for another
Oh,
half
God,
hour.
dude.
But I want to fucking wrap it up because I got work tomorrow and everybody's already been here for a couple hours. And if they're like me, their ass is probably hurting. So,
For sure.
but we're gonna go ahead and end it.
Your
Brutal.
ass hurting? Wow,
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't want to know why, bro. I don't want to know.
Cheetos, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's all about the
It's been
Cheetos, bro.
Brutal, man. Thanks for joining. You got anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. For one, dude, I really appreciate a blast tonight. I gotta give my usual shout out to Jay Williams, Graphic God, hooking it up with most of our graphics on this channel.
Yes.
he kills it every time, man. He did your new website, right?
He did. I'm gonna plug the website before we go. Yeah.
Website looks dope. If you want, you can go follow me at Brutal Knight on Twitter. Gamertag's the same, Brutal Knight, and I got my YouTube working, so that's
awesome. And Southbound, we got you, man. I appreciate you coming in here too. Last minute.
Man, anytime you need me, brother, you just holler at me. I shot you my number. You know what I mean? Just you shoot me a DM, get or a text or whatever. But I'll be on. We'll be on Crossfire.
Oh Friday. Yeah, Friday on Mooch, because I show up for Mooch's podcast, but that motherfucker.
Oh, that's cold-blooded.
No, I'm just kidding, man. I know. Hey, life happens. He's busy with work. No big deal. But so that, and then you guys got TXR, which man, you guys have been killing it.
Yeah,
not on Monday though, because
we're gonna try to do a live TXR from E3 somehow, maybe from my house or from Tim's hotel or something. We're gonna try to work something out, to get our impressions, fresh from seeing what we see. But it's no promise. We'll definitely do it like an after show after. But
hell yeah!
I mean, like I said in the beginning of the show, our schedule is so hectic. Like the left hand don't know what the right hand's doing. So
we're
playing it by ear. Yeah. Honestly, I have anxiety about it. Like I'm about to go pop a fucking Xanax right now because
I hear you, dude.
I don't even know what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Because it starts Saturday night and it's not ending until Friday. So
yeah. Well, what's awesome is I was watching TXR this past Monday, and I remember when I first started watching, you guys had a low amount of viewers, and now you guys have 125, 150. You know what I mean? Concurrently.
Yeah, we've shown steady growth, over the last few months, and you know what I mean. And I mean, we appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because mean, like yourself, you got to start from somewhere. You know what I mean? We all can't have 300 people watching at concurrent time.
Oh, that shit didn't happen overnight, man.
No. Yeah. You start from somewhere. You know what I mean? And like I said, we all support each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I gotta give a shout out to Diego, motherfucking Dinero Primero. He's the one that does all my graphics, and hey,
he did that kick-ass Gears thing, right?
Hey, my Gears. Hey, honestly, I don't know how he could top it, dude. And cause me, I like to switch every month or so, and I'm thinking I don't know how he's gonna top it.
How would you switch? You're a fucking Gears of War member, man. Fucking, that's what you keep, man.
But I'm finicky, you know what I mean? I like to switch it up, so
yeah.
He's gonna have to come with some heat again. You know what I mean? I literally wake up to an email. Here you go, South. I was just messing around, and I'll be like, dude, I fucking love you right now, dude. That shit. This one blew me away. I immediately went to my computer and uploaded it ASAP as soon as I seen it.
It's fucking that's awesome, man. And then She-Wolf, what's up?
What?
What's up?
When I was talking now.
I said what?
Yeah. What's up? I mean, anything you want to close with?
Of course, always shout out Graphic God because he does all this amazing work. Also, we have Console Corner on Tuesdays. We have community game nights on Saturdays, so check that out. We try to get as many. What?
I said it's a shit ton of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. GKB posted a video on Gamers Knows Best, which is where you can find me as well.
Thankfully, those were the clips that he posted because there was some other stuff going on.
Yeah,
I forgot you were fucking recording.
That were he's got it all. He has it all. He just took out the one that was appropriate.
Yeah. Hold me for ransom.
Yes, shit.
So you can
find all your Starburst.
Yeah, he was eating Starburst there. But yeah, you can find me on Gamers Knows Best with GKB. Recently just posted my E3 predictions. You can also find me on Twitter at xshewolf with a U X. You can also watch. I do try to post everybody's podcast each day so that everyone has the reminder to check out from Monday to Saturday all these great podcasts and everything.
Absolutely.
So I try to keep everyone up to date on what's going on in the community. So if you want to, stay in check, then follow me. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who needs the community app on the Xbox? We got She-Wolf shit.
Oh yeah.
PR extraordinaire.
She was tweeting out early this morning, man, about this stuff. We're gonna be out there.
Seriously, She-Wolf, thank you so much for all the support you give all of us.
Absolutely.
No problem. I just, I like being part of the community. I like having all these great people that, all contribute and just make it that great. So, I just want to keep everyone informed. And, of course, you can find me back here on Xbox Nation every Wednesday. So.
Absolutely. And you even started to get your own stalkers and stuff in the chat, so that's always interesting. Hey, eventually you're going to get fans like what joined us the other day during game night, where they're like, hey, is that Crapgamer? Like, I was such a little bitch. I was afraid to come in here and meet you because I thought you'd be a dick to me. And I was like, who's that? I was like, who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah. That's what I was like. It's like such a dick move, but there was like 16 people in there.
Hey, we bring the little people in who get to meet their fave YouTubers. So these community game night is open to everyone. It's not just open to certain people. If you have Xbox Live, feel free to add me or GKB to Xbox, and you just jump in.
Saturday, right?
Yeah. It's going to be Titanfall this Saturday, just because the big reveal of Titanfall 2 is going to be on Sunday. So, it is open to everybody, and you can definitely just join in and have fun. So.
Absolutely. And GKB, what's up, man?
What's going on, Crap? Love being on Xbox Nation, man. It's a great time. I love hanging out with you guys. Yeah, so we had a great show yesterday in the Console Corner. It was a lot of fun. Got a nice little heated debate. We'll be on Console Corner every Tuesday. Wednesday, we're on here on Xbox Nation. Saturday, I'll be on the Shop Podcast. This weekend's going to be pretty busy, man. Like, we're going to do the game night on Saturday, and we're going to do a bunch of live streams during the whole E3 stuff. So it's going to be crazy, man.
Yeah, it's about to get, like, really crazy.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a lot of fun, though, man. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, and congratulations to you guys. I saw you guys almost at 100. Concurrent viewers, like I was trying to, I was like, hey,
we got close, man.
In there. Yeah, like, man, and that was cool because I remember it's just cool seeing the podcast grow and stuff, and I know a lot of people don't really, I don't know, there's the rumors and stuff that we don't support each other and stuff, and that's just kind of bullshit.
It's not even true at all. Nah, we all support each other, and it's fantastic, man. So
it is, absolutely. And Hellhammer, you have your channel up, right?
Oh yeah, my channel is up now, so I can also be
teaser
up on Twitter. I got the teaser up. I was actually gonna do a video this past Monday, but I didn't get around to it. I just started a new job, honestly, so I was just kind of out of it. I actually got work early tomorrow too, but I do plan on getting some E3 impressions and thoughts and that sort of thing out after E3. So get that first video up this upcoming Monday, actually.
Awesome.
Oh, real quick, Crap, man. Like, you guys had that. I know you're gonna talk about that, but the website that came up, but you put a lot of us in the community on there, man. That's a real stand-up thing, dude. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what we did. To those that don't know, BGST, thanks to Jay Williams because he designed this whole site. And the thing is, the site is simple, but it loads super fast and it's really effective. So this site that we have, which is bgstpodcast.com, and it has like, each one of us on BGST has their own little blog. And it also, we have our own forums called The Stables, which you can go in there and talk about it. It has all the schedules for our podcast, and then it has like the merchandise, of course, and all that shit. And then when you go down, it has the partner, like our partner podcast, which has Crossfire, TXR, The Shop, and it has the DirectX Show, Console Corner, Gamers Know, Four Guys with Quarters at Xbox. It has everything, like links directly to the pages and stuff. Trying to get so if you guys ever want to check out other podcasts, there's literally one every day of the week, so you guys can feel free to check that out.
And that website, man, when you scroll down, dude, it changes different games and stuff. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. Fucking Jay Williams, man. And not only that, and so so I did some blogging. Yeah, I did some blogging, right? And then just get him to make you one. He's a beast at it, right? So I did some blogging, and people were like, "Well, it's hard to see the it's gray, the writing." So I was like, "Hey, Jay, can you change it to white real quick?" He's like, "Yep, man." He's on it like that, we launched it, no problem so far. People seem to like it, but it's got everything. That's bgstpodcast.com, and go check it out. It's got all that cool shit. It's got its own forums and everything, and we'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thanks everybody, South and Brutal, for coming in here short notice.
Hey, anytime, Crap. You know what I mean? Anytime you need, brother, I got your back.
For sure, man. I appreciate it. And Rand, Xbox Jesus, and Mooch, we were thinking about you. Rand joined us for a little bit, but he couldn't be here. Iron Wolf, shout out to you too. I know you're stuck on the free 60, so
Yeah. Facts, yo. Facts, yo.
You know what? He was playing that damn game. What the hell was it? Hellhammer. What's that game? It's like Naruto or some shit where you play it for like 3 minutes and you get 1,000 gamer score or
Yeah,
Avatar.
I forget the game, but he was playing it for a while.
Yeah, he played it.
You're talking about what's it called? God damn it, I know exactly what. Yeah, where you just hit the A button for like 30
Yeah, I
times.
think it's like Avatar or some shit, right?
There you go, Avatar. Yep.
Yeah, and he got all 1,000 gamer score, man. I was like, oh damn, man, but that game's like $30.
Yeah, you get 1,000 gamer score in like 5 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, guys, thank you guys. BGST will have some streaming, some stuff for E3 as well, all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, rack them up. We'll catch you later. Fuck you, Rich from Review Tech. Rack them up. Later.